Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a packed-out Great Hall here at Lancaster University for 4 hours of the best sport on the planet. It's been a record-breaking 4 years of derby dominance at Roses for this year's hosts. An unprecedented feat.
Representing Lancaster!
Over 60 years of competition.
It's Furness College legend! It's Nathan Ice-T Agapito!
And just like the University of Lancaster did last year, their darts first team are looking to go all the way and make it 4 in a row in this fixture. And maybe we'll see that tonight. Brought to you on roseslive.co.uk, University Radio York, Bailmeg FM, and the Roses Live YouTube channel. Taking you through all the action tonight, it's myself, Ollie Whitmore, and alongside me is Lancaster darting phenom and co-commentator Matt Sears. Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon. Thank you. We are kicking off the Roses Wands with a man who, fun fact, was only entered very late as a late entry into the playoffs for the Roses A's, and he went the entire way making the team.
Between Michael Smith and Michael Van Gerven, this is Kurt.
Before the game gets started, the Master of Ceremonies, Pavan, is introducing our referee tonight, Kirk Bevins.
What an honour it is to have a legend of the darting scene here on stage in the Great Hall, and it is Lancaster. He'll get us underway.
Yes, for last few practice starts here for the boys on the stage before we get right into the action.
Patrick Rafferty, nicknamed the Big Goose, on stage for the University of York, the most senior of the York team here today, 24, fourth year of his electronic engineering course. It's his first Roses, and he may well be feeling the pressure on his debut. Matt, how difficult is it to play in this kind of environment?
It's unlike anything any of the players will have done before. A lot of them, they've played UD UK, they've gone to the big weekender, nationals, but it's different. This is Roses. This is a completely different environment than anything that they've ever been used to before.
The tension here is palpable, the anticipation even more so. Patrick Rafferty gets his last practice throws.
First leg, Lancaster to throw first.
Customary handshake before the game, and Nathan here to get us started. Oh.
Using the crowd there.
He's engaging the crowd after one dart. He's enjoying
52.
himself up there. A nice steady 52 to start.
Let's see how a towering Patrick Rafferty can do. That's a bit to the right-hand side, it looks like. Lancaster enjoying that one.
33.
33 to start. Here's Rose's match.
Nathan's back up now, looking to keep it straight and build upon
60.
that. Nice steady 60 for him.
Here comes Patrick once more. He wants some straighter darts. That doesn't look too bad.
41.
Bit better. He's finding his reach, and his reach is a lot. He's very big.
He's a very tall man, unlike Nathan, who struggles to reach tops when
43.
he throws it in.
And he's outdone his York counterpart by 2 points in his last visit. Rafferty still yet to breach 400.
41.
And he's done it now.
He's
with
opened
another
up
41.
with a 38 first nine to Nathan's 52.
55.
Of course, Patrick Rafferty not the only debutant for York, and Lancaster have quite a few of their own, many debutants.
Yes, we do. Nathan is a debutant himself, among with
26.
probably, I think, 5 players on the team, a lot of them freshers.
We do apologise for any unsavoury language that you may have picked up just there.
52.
Quite synonymous with events like such as this.
Yeah,
we do
the crowd
apologise.
making themselves heard early, trying to get the extra point or two for their respective player.
40.
Just does a switch down the board there. I think that second dart might have impeded that view of the treble 20. Averaging 36 is Rafferty, whilst
59.
Lancaster are up in the 50 region, which, Matt, is where you want to be.
Nathan there, starting on the 19s because he was left on 239. He did still need a treble, but he has left it round
41.
on 180, so he doesn't need to move if he can find 2 trebles here.
Patrick Rafferty winces a little bit there at his last start that drifted into the one.
100.
It's a massive ton there for Nathan.
Just what he wanted there. Nice straight darts from 180 to leave.
Straight 80.
Potentially 2 tops. Where will he go, I wonder?
You would think with
87.
Patrick sat
Lancaster
on
require 80.
and not a finish, he'll be trying to keep it just straight and leave himself 1 dart. He's found the treble first dart and he's taken it out.
Lancaster.
In
York,
27,
the throw
it's a
first.
steady
Game.
start. Just over 50 average, 50, 55 and a touch.
Clinical. That's a 26 dart leg to open proceedings. Patrick Rafferty
68.
is improving, but Matt, with how ruthless this format is, first to 2, he needs to improve fast.
Yes, especially with Nathan averaging over 60
95.
and opening with a massive 95.
Back comes the big goose. Drifts into the 1 again, it appears.
41.
Yeah.
And he manages to recover just about, but he's hit that score far too often for his own
Jagger
liking.
Peach will be looking to punish this, potentially with another treble.
55.
55, it's steady, it keeps it ticking, it just brings his score down nicely.
Savaging fairly well. This slightly better start for Rafferty.
41.
But again, it's a match made in heaven at the moment. 41 galore.
Nathan here, with that poor score from Rafferty, he's able
55.
to steal the darts here, another 55.
If you're just joining us on radio and TV, very much likely on Channel 1, a warm welcome to you. This is the Darts Open first match. Where else would you possibly want to be, other than where myself, Ollie Wetmore, and my co-commentator Matt Sears are positioned very nicely here in the Great Hall on the balcony.
100.
Nathan retaliating to Patrick's 60 with another ton. He's averaging in excess of 65 here, looking to set up from 196 on his
This
next
doesn't
visit.
look bad at all from the
26.
big goose. Until maybe that last one. 26.
The fans might be asking for a 26 here to leave the big fish.
140.
He has not obliged. A massive 140. He's looking at a nice easy 2-darter here with 6 darts at it minimum.
265, and unsurprisingly, Big Goose
41.
goes low
Lancaster
to avoid a bogey
56.
number, but that's not enough.
Yes, Nathan with at least 6 darts here at 56. He's hit the single, composes himself,
Game.
takes
Shot.
it out. That's
And the match,
a
Lancaster.
72 average for Nathan, the highest on the day. And it's a man who I'm proud to say is my fellow co-captain in Furness.
Phenomenal start. 72 average, well north of the 50 mark that you'd like to see at this level to be successful.
He had 24 darter and an 18 darter, Nathan.
That
That's
18 was special.
A 21 dart average. Like, you're going to struggle, everyone's going to struggle to beat that.
You saw, Matt, what was interesting about that? He, using the crowd after throwing a single dart, saw that the last time darts were held here with York's or Lancaster's president in 2024, checking back to the crowd, asking if they wanted a bull to win the first leg. Lost it, but that was a better use of the crowd that time around. And would you say that got in Patrick Rafferty's head a little bit there?
I think maybe not got in Patrick's heads. I don't think he's thinking about what the other player's doing, but I think it definitely got Nathan G'd up for this. He was looking for a bit of inspiration, and I think he found it.
Brilliant, brilliant start for Lancaster. 72 average, 26 darts, 18 darts. 24 rather. Thank you, Matt. At least one of us is paying attention.
Yeah, average checkout of about just not quite 70. I mean, was he 50% on his doubles? It was a quality performance, and if it keeps going on like that, we're in for a great night of darts.
It's an interesting one, actually. It's a fantastic start for Lancaster. They've actually broken a 2-year-long curse of losing the first match in 2025 and 2024. They still went on to win both matches overall anyway. York, it's a case of losing momentum, but they're still yet to gain any.
Yes, I think especially thinking back to that match here 2 years ago, York came out the blocks very strong, but in the end it came down to a very tense thing with 2 of Lancaster's best players in the last few years who managed to get the job done. It was very nervy and very tense. I remember standing at the front of that crowd as Matty Baker pinged in a 21 darter to win Roses 2 years ago.
And depending on the scores on the doors the closer we get towards the end. The closer we get to the end of this match tonight, then it could be looking more likely that the Red Roses are storming their way to a win on Saturday.
Yes, we don't have an exact score update right now, but last time I checked, Lancaster needed 20 points for it to come through, and I know there was a few events still waiting to be updated. One's football's not quite finished, I don't think, right now. Last I checked at half-time, there was 3-1 to Lancaster, but anything could have changed by now.
It would be an astonishing 5th Roses win in a row for Lancaster to extend their record, which they set the previous year. It will be a 3rd win at Lancaster by Lancaster on Saturday in as many tournaments this side of England. York managing to delay Lancaster to a Sunday afternoon victory last year, but the way that Lancaster have really put their foot down in that very first match of 9 we have on offer for you this evening, that's a statement of intent, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, I think they're looking to replicate what the women did with an impressive 9-0 win, improving on their women's results from last year, where they managed to do the clean sweep this time. They'll be looking to follow this up with next. I'm not quite sure who we've got on next for either side. I wasn't paying attention when they did their little pre-match thing where they were discussing tactics. I knew the first player, and that's all it was.
What sort of tactics would they be talking about or applying to a match like this?
Well, I think they're thinking we don't want to start poorly. We need, especially with losing the first 2 games, I think if you start behind the 8 ball, you'll never get in front. And if you say not go with one of the weaker players, because they're all strong players, they've all made Roses A's, they're the best 9 players in the university. But you don't want someone to go out there and average 40 and not put the team at on ease.
Real statement of intent. I mean, that average is not unprecedented by any stretch of the imagination for this level of darts, but it'll get you a long way.
Yes. I think if you told anyone before this that they'd average 15 points less than that, they'd probably snatch your hand off at it, because 72 on the stage, it's special.
Very special indeed, very special start for the University of Lancaster here at the Great Hall. What a venue it is, a cauldron of noise, and down below us, a sea mostly of red.
Yes, it's always an event that gets a massive turnout. I'm sure if anyone knows the Great Hall, we're already probably a 3rd full. We're not even in a game. Other people are at the bar, people are getting at the toilet, but come 3 or 4 a game's time, it's going to be packed and the atmosphere is going to be electric.
It will be absolutely electric. It's been gradually filling up. The further on we've got, of course, fans coming back from the football, which is another really anticipated fixture here at Roses 2026. But in my view, nothing beats the darts. Simple as that.
Yes, I think this is what a lot of Lancastrians believe to be one of the best nights of the year. You come here and then you move on and into town, off to Sugar, and then on beyond.
Indeed. And it's been a great effort from our hosts, Lancaster. They've really done the place up, haven't they? It looks quite spectacular.
Yeah, I think we've done a very good job. We've got Modus Super Series scorers on hand, and obviously PDC referee Kirk Bevins.
What an honour.
Absolutely, what an honour. As well as Pavan, he's been great all day. He's
Yes.
rivaling John McDonald for his announcements.
Indeed, I think if there's any man to take inspiration from, then it's definitely McDonald. What a talent he was, and what a miss to the world of darts he will be after announcing his retirement not long ago.
Yes, I think Pavan's doing a very good job in filling his shoes. He's a crowd favourite. The York players, or the York fans, were chanting for him. The Lancaster fans have been chanting for him. Everyone just loves him, and he's hard not to love.
Absolutely. And the same very much applies to this sport and that opening match of 9. That was very high level from Lancaster. And they'll be looking to apply that's a very similar level heading into their next games.
Yes.
Matt, what do you reckon York have to do now. They're a leg down, and it's not the position you want to be in to start the evening.
I don't think it's panic stations yet. As you mentioned, Lancaster lost the first game 2 years in a row, and they managed to come away on top. Maybe it's an omen for York, maybe losing the first leg. They do say all the best teams go 1-0 down.
That's interesting. Yorkshire chants now starting to ring around the Great Hall, and it got the response that you would expect.
Yeah, the Lancaster faithful haven't quite responded in the same noise as the Yorkshire lads. There's not as many of them, but they're making themselves known. I'm not sure who we've got coming up next, but it will be coming up soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, not long now until the second of 9 games we have on offer for you this evening. The very, very best that York and Lancaster universities have to offer from their darting department. Second game will be very close, so do stick with us here on Roses Live YouTube channel, Channel 1, roseslive.co.uk, UOI and Bailrig FM. I never get bored of saying all of that.
Yes, the crowd is really starting to pack in now. They're sensing the start of the next game. We're not quite getting underway yet. I can see Kirk just outside of the crowd, chatting away to a couple of the York players, maybe teaching them some routes. Yeah,
well, I think you've got to really seize the moment, haven't you? I mean, Kirk, he's very active on social media, and he's well renowned for trying to play as much darts as he can in his free time around his usual job of refereeing.
Yeah, I had a quick chat with him earlier. He's a lovely guy, and he was explaining how when he's on the World Tour events, he's there for a week, but he's only working 2 days. So he often goes to the pub with Stephen Bunting and Josh Rock. But apparently they don't want to play darts with him. Maybe they're scared.
I would be very intrigued. It's a shame, really. We've had the Vice Chancellor Fixture already earlier today, and I think missed opportunity not to get Kirk on the board.
Yeah, I heard that there was rumblings of trying to get a game at the end, a 10th game of the night, between Kirk and ex-Lancaster President Louis, but I don't think he's up to it. He's a bit scared of the big man.
Gradually filling up is the Great Hall, and it is very much palpable, the anticipation in this room at the moment. The place to be on Lancaster campus at the moment. Second game of the match, of the night rather, on the way very shortly. We do, as a matter of fact, Matt, have a darts player this evening who is doubling as a football player.
Yes, Sam Roche. He's currently playing up front for Lancaster Wands, and he will be back. He will be with us later, probably in, my guess is, somewhere around the 7th, 8th game of the night. He'll be looking to hopefully play what puts an important game, potential decider. He might be hoping to be saved for. Pavan here is just walking across the stage, speaking to Kirk, getting themselves ready to announce the next 2 players.
Yeah, you can tell there's applause for Pavan as he walks back onto the stage, doing a cracking job all day. He was at the women's match earlier, women's first. It was a 9-0 whitewash for the Red Roses. A crushing defeat for York. Not what they were dreaming of the previous night. Wouldn't that be sensational if Lancaster go and repeat that very same scoreline?
Yes, a 9-0 would be special. Although I'm not sure McLeod's bank account could handle it, having to pay out 8 pints for each player.
Let's throw over now to Pavan.
Wow, with Nathan Agapito's insane 71.57 average and an incredible 80 checkout. The scores in the Open is Lancaster are 1-0 all. It's time for the second match of the night, and it's time to meet the players. Representing York, it's Lewis the Jackal Johnson. Lewis Johnson makes his way onto the stage. We do apologise for
the chant that you might be hearing now from the Lancaster faithful, and of course we will apologise for any subsequent chanting of the same ilk later on in the night. There he is, Lewis Johnson, the Jackal, Derwent College member.
And his opponent, representing Lancaster, it's Alfie Chicken Alfredo Clark!
Up here for Lancaster now, Alfie Clark, Pendle College member, Pendle Darts captain for next year, I believe. It's his first time on the Roses stages because he's a fresher. He'd struggled to do it beforehand.
One of the many debutants this evening. As for his opponent, Lewis Johnson, he won his Roses match last year. It was only his third ever uni fixture.
Oh wow. Alfie, a little bit more experienced. I believe he went to the National Cup competition last Saturday, where Lancaster ended up coming out victorious.
Shake of the hands, Lewis Jackal, a little flick of the wrist to loosen up those joints. You'd assume they're fairly well oiled, but just in case they're not, between 9 and 12, practice throws, and then the legendary PDC referee Kirk Bevins will get underway the second of 9 matches of the Darts Open First fixture this evening, live on Roses Live.
Yes, last few practice darts, they won't be they won't be warming up per se at this point. They'll just be trying to get comfortable with the stage, get comfortable with this massive crowd now.
You would say, Matt, that for the University of York, this match is fairly crucial.
Yes, I think so. 2-0 is a lot harsher of a scoreline than 1-1. Obviously, Lancaster are going to want to extend that lead as much as they can. He's a very steady player, Alfie. Quite quiet, but he lets his darts do the talking. I don't think we'll see as much crowd engagement as we did with Nathan.
First leg, York to throw first. Game on.
York throwing first to get it underway. Johnson, another tall figure, and that wasn't the straightest start in the world.
25.
And that wasn't the score he was looking for.
The cheers from Lancaster after each dart's thrown, signifying they're enjoying a dart in a 1 or a 5.
15.
Although that wasn't an improvement, shall we say.
Yeah, the York fans enjoyed that one. I don't think the Lancaster lot enjoyed it, though. Yeah,
40.
Bit of an improvement there from Lewis with a 40. He's almost doubled his average there.
100.
Alfie there, following the 15 up with a ton, showing that it might just be a little bit of early nerves that he's just settling into.
Lewis Johnson back up on the board.
21.
And again, not quite what he's looking for. Another York player still taking a bit longer than they would have wanted to breach 400.
Yeah, that first start from Alfie looks like it landed low, 34. So he's had to switch away.
28 average from the first 9. He'll want to improve that fairly sharpishly.
Yeah, these darts look a lot better.
83.
That is better.
Yes, a vital treble because it was just slipping away from him if he kept scoring the way he was.
45.
Bit of a float to that one. Stunning towards the right of the Oki, like Stephen Bunting, though a bit less extreme.
Slightly less.
140.
Excellent darts from Lewis Johnson, 140.
Yeah, that's massive in defending his throw. Gives him a 105-point lead.
30.
Not quite in the finishing region just yet. He's 22 short of a big fish. What will he leave himself here?
Yeah, these look a lot better. I think he's steadied in that 140. It's helped him. He's left the 147. It's this World Championship going on right now. He's on the max. I wonder if he'll pop the first red.
Will 58. We see a ton plus check out 147? He'll start on the 20s. How is he looking? Looks like a bit too high. And he's staying high. And that was
89.
Good last treble. I believe that entered into the 57 range.
A very
leaves
good
90.
switch there to the 19s. Hit the treble. Leaves a single to double with Alfie still sat away on 219.
81. York will require 58.
A good treble from Alfie to leave him within finishing range. It's a long one, but if he gets a go.
One more dart to have a go.
28.
Couldn't quite use the
Lancaster
marker.
require 138.
And he's left double 30, double 15.
Yeah. 138. He'll be looking at the 19s to start here to leave double 12.
58. York, you require 30.
Decent attempt. Are we seeing a dart straight at the green? Are we seeing a 10, double 10 split? Looks like he's going for the green. Can he get it?
15.
That is not at all what
Lancaster,
he
you
was looking
require
for,
80.
and that's always a danger in that green area.
A potentially costly miss inside, depending on what Alfie can do here. He looks like he's climbing the ladder to tops. He's hit the 2 singles. What can he do here?
40.
Not quite what he's
York,
looking
you
for.
require 15.
Averages a lot even this time. 51 Lancaster, 54 for Johnson. But this is not comfortable.
He's hit the big single, which is the hardest part sometimes. Double 6 now.
Going inside,
For a
looking
wonder.
at...
9.
Oh, no, he went outside. Outside the
Lancaster,
first time, which
you
is what you
require
want.
40.
Double 3 is not ideal. This is a lot better.
Yeah, 3 darts at tops. You'd be thinking, I've got to get this really. All this time on the practice board. Put 2 outside.
20.
That wasn't what he was looking for. The second dart
York,
Came
you
inside.
require 6.
came inside. Did Johnson on his third and final dart. Double 3. It's a dastardly one. Can he get it?
It's
Steadies
a horrible
himself.
1 double 3 inside, and you're right up the board to 1 double 1, which is horrible at the best of times.
No score.
No score. The Lancaster crowd
Lancaster, you
were a fan of
require
that one.
20.
Yeah, the jeers from the crowd. I'm sure York are about to respond in a similar fashion with Alfie on his doubles here. He's got inside, up to double 5, up again.
No score.
Slipped low, but it's not a
York,
bad
you
bust.
require 6.
Not quite double 5. Johnson is still on 6. He's had 9 darts at it so far. Will he add another 3 to that list?
3.
Yes, he will. And that's
Lancaster, you require
not where
20.
he wanted that P. That's that side of the double.
It's got very
It's on
fiddly.
the first
If he was to
leg,
come back,
Lancaster.
but Alfie's taken it out first start, the 34
Second leg,
dart,
Lancaster
break
to
of
throw
throw.
first. Game on.
He'll be looking now to defend his throw in something between 27 and 30 to try and bring it home.
45.
Loving that. It's been a good, decent start from Chicken Alfredo.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure on that, where that nickname originated from. I know his name's
22.
Alfie, so it's probably got something to do with that. Yeah, Alfie up here now after a steady 45 to start.
100.
He's backed it up brilliantly with another ton second visit into the leg.
Johnson coming back, averaging 40 to Lancaster's 58. These look a bit better than before.
60.
3 straight darts, just clear of the treble though.
Very steady that, but with that ton from Alfie, he will be looking for a few trebles. He doesn't want to fall too far behind, especially off throw.
29.
Here comes Johnson again, 419, needs to whittle this down or start high. And that does not look bad at all.
47.
Just switched low. I think there might have been the second dart blocking the access to the treble.
Yes. 327, he can leave a finish from here, but it would require a max, which we've not seen
60.
on a Lancaster stage since 2022 when Sean Little hit one.
Apologies for the language who's just picked up, possibly on our microphones. A max would be very handy for Johnson here.
85.
And he would have wanted 95 more there, or 85 rather.
Yeah, 267 here for Alfie. He needs a treble and to keep it straight to leave a finish.
85.
85, he's found the treble, but his last dart just slipped into the 5, which means he won't be leaving a finish.
No finish for Lancaster. How about Johnson? He will want to leave
140.
a finish, and that's exactly what he's done. 147, not the worst in the world to leave.
He's left it again for the second leg in a row. They'll be hoping to make a bigger dent into it this time than he did last time.
York, you require 147.
Starting up high, you would assume. Needs to hit the treble. Doesn't look like he has done. He'll stay high, and now maybe a switch down the board. He does have a think about it. Will he go
I think
high
he
or
might
low?
have hit the treble there for second dart. He
97.
did, yes.
Lancaster
97
record
scored, leaving
139.
50.
Good counting.
The fans here will be screaming for a straight at the bullseye attempt, but
36.
1-0 down,
York,
it's not
you
very
require
wise.
50.
Are we going to see one? No, we're not. Double 16.
42.
Doesn't quite get that
Lancaster, you
on his
require
third and final
103.
dart.
He's got inside twice, but 103 is quite a big checkout, so he will expect to be back.
87.
And back he is, but that
You
87 will put
require
pressure.
8.
It would be a statement to get the double that he failed to get. 3 ducks ago. How about double 4? Too low. Madhouse.
No score.
Too low.
Alfie here.
Lancaster, you
3
require
match starts
16.
in hand at 16, double 8. First one's low. Can he do better with the second one? It's low again. And he's
No
outside
score.
3 times.
You require 8.
Apologies for language as Johnson steps up again for double 8. 4 rather. That looks to have been outside. He'll try again.
6.
And now he is really where he doesn't want to
Lancaster, you
be.
require 16.
You don't want to be left here. Double 1, a leg down. He's just praying that he gets a chance.
No
Alfie
score.
busts his score on the big
You
fat 18 going for
require
double
2.
4.
No scar. Match starts. Go and miss for Chicken Alfredo. Can Johnson level it up? With
good
double
marker.
1. Can he do it on his third and final
No
dart?
score.
No, he cannot. And
Lancaster,
that
you
might be
require
all she
16.
wrote unless Chicken Alfredo misses another 3 at double 8.
He's got inside first dart. Outside on double 4. Looking to attack it now.
Game.
And he's got
Shot.
it.
And the match, Lancaster.
A rare show of emotion there from Alfie. And then he shakes the hand of Lewis. It may not be the performance he was looking for, but he can't complain with a 2-0 win, especially on his debut roses.
2-0, 2-0. And York will not be the happiest team in this part of the country at the moment.
No, 2-0. They're not down and out. There's plenty of time left. There's plenty of good players that York still have in the back pocket. They might be looking at putting in one of their stronger players now, especially at 2-0 down. 2-1 is very easily recoverable. It's one game. Whereas 3-0, you paddock stations.
And the York faithful believing that what they're seeing hasn't been anything special, though I think with that 72 mammoth average to start the evening, a lot of people would disagree with that, claiming they lose every week.
Yes, I'm not sure how true them losing every week is, because they've definitely picked up a few points on the UD UK circuit this year in the North East Division.
Indeed so. It's been a good start for Lancaster. How will they follow up those opening 2 wins? 2-0, 2-0. They need 5 to claim a vitally important win. So please do stick with us to see how that turns out. I now leave you in the capable hands of Evan.
Thank you very much, Oliver. If you're just tuning in, we're live on LA1 TV, Belrig FM, YSTV and URY. This is the Open First Men's Roses 2026 darts. How are you finding the fixture so far?
I think it's lived up to everything that everyone's hoped it to so far. 72 average first game, 44 average, bit of a scrap in the second one. The Lancaster fans, the more happy of the 2 so far. You're looking to change that in the next game.
Absolutely, the crowd is really coming into shape here. It's filled up a lot within the last 2 games. The unfortunate 2-0 losses there for York, unfortunately for them. What do you think the captains will be thinking coming into this next match?
I think the captain's got to be thinking, especially the York captain, he needs to be thinking, I need to go in strong now. I believe it's a Lancaster nom first as they won the bull off. So he'll be retaliating to who Lancaster go in, who I can't guess who just yet, but might be able to see them coming down from the practice area in a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Once we find out who is up on the stage here at the Great Hall, we will let you know. I'm expecting a big pick from our captain, Billy Hurst. We got some strong players still to go, still left of York's team, and good things are to come for both teams. How do you think? Do you think the night's going to be close, or do you think it's going to be another red wash? How do you think it's going to turn out?
I think based off that, I don't think it's going to be a whitewash or a red wash rather, but I think based off that start, I think Lancaster are very much favourites to win this. But I don't think York will go down without a fight. This is the biggest fixture of the year. there's plenty of good players in that York side who'll be wanting to try and make a difference.
Yeah, York has been working in preparation for this, and yes, they wouldn't want to let us down. Bit of a rough start, 2 losses,
I'm going to
but
pass you
a lot more. Sorry.
I'm going to pass you on now to a couple of legends of LU darts, Louis Everett and Max Tavel, who are here to cover the next game, which I believe is Leon Evans.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for an absolute thriller here tonight. We've had a great start, 2 very competitive games, and we're ready for a big third game, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think York are going to have to find some sort of resistance here, because otherwise it could lead to the red wash very, very quickly.
It's been a pretty successful day for Lancaster so far. The Bees taking down their Bees 7-2, followed by a 9-0 by the women's, I believe. So I presume Archie is looking to lead his team to carry on in the same way.
Yeah, from what we have heard in the players' practice room, we've got Leon Evans, LVB, stepping up to the plate next. A winner last year away in York, and I think he'll be looking to add another win and put Lancaster in a pretty strong 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's a very confident player, loves to be about the stage, get the crowd going a bit, and with the way it's going tonight, you'd imagine they'd be up for it.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd are filling up now. It was a bit quieter early on for the twos and for the women's, but as usual, as it sort of gets towards the end of the night here in Lancaster, everyone fills into the Great Hall and looks to have a bit of a party, and they've got some strong people coming in the back for Lancaster, likes of Sam Roche, James Marsh, both played at Roses last year in the A's and B's and have had very strong seasons. So we're just looking to see who's coming on for York here, as we've not heard anything about that as of yet.
Yeah, as soon as we find out who is playing, we will let you know. But we are just waiting on it for now. The crowd seem to be waiting in anticipation. I'm sure they'll be up for it, whatever the situation. Obviously, the Lancaster rooting for a 9-0 here, if possible. But York hoping for some sort of resistance tonight.
Yeah, I really think the next couple of games are going to be very important. It wouldn't surprise me if Lancaster started to go quite strong here just to get the fixture over before it's even really began. I mean, from what I've seen of the York team, it's quite changed from last year, as is the Lancaster one. But I know Lancaster do have a couple more players who I think have played and won on the stage. So could need a big performance here from maybe a debutant, or maybe they rely on someone that has played and won on the stage before.
Yeah, as you said, Louis, Lancaster bringing in multiple freshers who haven't got that kind of big stage experience, but Alfie Clark stepping up, showing that it isn't necessarily an important thing. He came out, put up in a great performance, hit his doubles and won 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far, we've had 2 debutants. Nathan Agapito with the highest average of the day by an absolute mile, with over the 70 mark, having never played any form of Roses darts before. Same with Alfie Clark, a fresher, a little bit more of a nervy affair, I think you could say. It's safe to say for both people. A lot of missed doubles, but he came through in the end, and you could really see the emotion when he hit the winning double. And yeah, 2-0 Lancaster. Can't have any complaints.
22 darter, followed by a 21 darter, followed by a 19 darter. I'm sure you remember, it was incredible darts.
Yeah, I mean, that was an excellent performance from the York player. I mean, we sent on Ibby last year hoping for a guaranteed win, and we got blown away by this lad. So York have clearly gone very strong. They've recognised that they're in a tricky position here and they need a guaranteed win, and they think that Jack's going to be the man to bring it for them.
Oh, absolutely. We just have a Lancaster player walking out loud.
Hitter. Maybe Kirk might end up announcing a 180 for him tonight. Who knows?
Quick mention to our guest caller, Kirk Bevins, a PDC legend, the most senior PDC caller now.
Yeah, Leon Evans coming out now, as we said before, a winner on the stage last year for the Open Ones. And as we said, it's going to be a pretty tough opponent for him today. He's very confident in his own ability, and he'll be very much hoping, as Pavan just called, that he can rattle in a 180 for Kirk to call, and that he can get Lancaster 3-0 up.
Apologies for any language you may or may not be hearing from the crowd. The atmosphere is electric in here. So apologies for any language you may not hear. Jack Wodsworth is wearing the exact same England shirt as he wore a year ago because he doesn't actually like the collared shirts of the York Darts, which is fair enough. Whatever gets him the win, and it might prove successful here. So you've got to do what you got to do.
Leon being serenaded by the crowd here at the Great Hall. He is loving this. This will be his last appearance at Roses as he looks to graduate this year. And wow, you can really just hear it in here if you just take it in.
Yeah, excellent atmosphere, singing Sweet Caroline to the crowd. I'm sure you can hear it probably better than my own voice right now, but incredible atmosphere here in the Great Hall. If you're in Lancaster, you're not here, where are you? This is the place to be.
Yeah, can't agree anymore. As always on a Saturday night at Roses, this is where you need to be to finish your evening off. Leon has taken up 2 Red Bulls onto the stage, as he always does. He is looking for some energy, and he is looking to put up a big performance against a big York hitter here.
Absolutely, absolutely. After I commentated Jack's game a year ago, you know what he told me? I was sounding really unimpressed with his performance, so the energy reminded me I should maybe bring a bit more energy. But the thing is, I expect good things from him. I expect him to play well. He is one of the, if not the best player at York Darts, and he hit a 140 first visit. And I didn't sound too impressed because that is what I expect from the best at York Darts. He is an incredible player, and I can't wait for what he has in store.
Yeah, this sounds like York are definitely the favourites going into this game, but as you can hear, I'm not sure if the crowd are coming through. The LVB chants are coming on strong, and Leon will be leaning on the crowd to give him that little extra edge to get over the line, and like I said, put Lancaster 3-0 up and over halfway to victory.
Absolutely. I believe it is the York throw this match. So Jack will throw first.
First leg, York to throw first.
I remember him saying, just give me the throw and I'll
Game
win.
on.
So can he prove this in his action? He's just having he's airing a few throws, his mind getting his stream, his forearm muscles going. Let's see how he can start off.
37.
37, not the best, but not terrible at all.
Yeah, I mean, Leon will be hoping to crack in with something here. The Lancaster crowd.
100!
Very hostile to Jack, and Leon's opened up big there to a big applause from the crowd. He'll be hoping he can carry that momentum through this first leg.
Very good start. Can Jack
40.
respond? 40, that's steady, but is it enough to keep up with LVB?
Yeah, he's hoping to reinforce that 100 here. Can be known as a bit of a streaky player, but if
30.
he can get onto a bit of a hot streak, as he only scores 30 there, but still in the lead in the first leg.
How is LVB with the pressure? Because Jack Wodsworth loves the pressure. He says he plays better under pressure. He loves it. He loves Roses.
Well, Leon will tell anyone that listens how good he is at darts
45.
in any occasion. So he'll be hoping that he can handle the pressure. Last year, he did get the win under a lot of pressure when Lancaster were down at York.
Yes.
And we did rely on him to beat one of the York players, and he did so excellently. So the first leg's opening up here. I think both players are sort of getting into it, 1 treble each apiece.
99.
As Leon finds another one to put him back in the lead.
Yeah, excellent darts from both sides. So we have York on 300 here, the darts ones, and Lancaster slightly ahead on 227.
83.
And a score of 83 from York brings York slightly ahead with Jack Wodsworth, the York player.
Yeah, definitely not folding here after a shaky couple of visits to
59.
start. Jack is then putting a couple of big trebles, and he is right on Leon's heels as Leon leaves a bogey number. Counting is definitely not his specialty, but shouldn't be too much damage unless Jack puts in a massive score here.
Yeah, apologies for any language you may or may not be hearing during the stream.
91.
Yeah, big visit from Jack there to put him on a finish. Leon will be hoping to get a trebling, put himself on a 2-darter to take the first leg against the throw.
100!
Excellent
York
darts,
Unicorn,
averaging in the
26.
60s and the 70s from the York and Lancaster players respectively. Serious tension here. Jack on 126. 46 from Jack to leave 80. 68 for LVB for Lancaster.
Yeah, Leon just having a look here, making sure he's got the right score.
36.
Leaves double
York,
16
you require
after
80.
21 in the first leg, but Jack has a chance to hold with this 80.
Ibby checked 80 against him in Roses last year. Can he get his revenge on Lancaster here?
Just taking his time, not letting the crowd get on his back.
Just taking his time.
30.
Apologies for any language you may or may not be
Lancaster require
hearing.
32.
Shot of the bull in and out. Not sure if it was in from here. Leon looks like he's going up towards double 12, and he hits it for a break in 24 darts, and he's 1-0 up. Throwing
Second
first
leg,
to put
Lancaster
Lancaster
throw first.
3-0 up.
Incredible darts there. Again, apologies for any language from that you may or may not be hearing. The atmosphere is electric in the Great Hall here.
Yeah, the LVB chants keep coming out. He is a fan favourite up
45.
at Lancaster. Only 45 to open though, so Jack will be looking to put something in here.
Yeah, Jack would look to have a big visit to put some pressure on. He can go. He can come back from being
45.
a few legs down, or well, one leg down in this case. It's quite a short format of best of 3, but he will have a cool head. A little bit of pressure from losing leg, but he loves the
45.
pressure. He loves playing on stage. So we'll see how this one pans out. High averages all around here in the Great Hall.
Yeah, a few shaky visits here from Leon. Maybe just needs to
28.
calm back down after winning that first leg. But Jack hasn't really pounced on it, so he'd be thinking 1 or 2 trebles here. And he's definitely favourite for this leg and for the match.
Yeah, definitely.
31.
Jack would not like to be 1-0 down, but I know he has resilience and he has what it takes to show York what he can do and show Lancaster and bring it back to
24.
to the half of what it takes to equalise it for York. Kind of show respect there from the York alumni. Kirk Bevins picking up Jack's start.
45.
Yeah, another bounce out for Jack, much to the joy of the Lancaster faithful here in the Great Hall, but no trebles in this leg as of yet, both sort of stuttering towards the finish line.
27.
As another 26 goes in, you feel like one big visit here could swing the leg and possibly the match in either person's favour.
45.
Actually, yeah, the second-year PPE student Jack will be looking for a big visit here to bring it back on an even playing field in this second leg of the third match here at the Open Ones Dart Roses. He's taking his time, he's approaching the jockey.
Yeah, trying to recompose himself, but he is just drawing on the jeers from the Lancaster fans.
40.
Only a 40, so Leon about 50 points ahead in this first leg. 290 plays 337.
Yeah, the thing is, with taking your
26.
time, fans will capitalise it to make noise and attempt to distract you. It's just is what it is. So you can either throw fast or you can think about it and avoid the chance. It is a tactical game.
28.
Poor visit there from Jack, unfortunately. Be looking to get better there.
Yeah, both faltering a little bit here, as we have
45.
said. Neither really finding anything in this second leg. It is still wide open for just one big visit for either player, as Jack's looking to get ahead here.
84.
And he does find a treble, so it's neck and neck going into the last few darts of this leg.
Brilliant darts from Jack there. 84 visits to leave 225.
31.
Bring back on a almost level playing field. Both players will be looking to get down to a checkout here.
Yeah, Jack just having a look. Seems to be having a bit of a struggle keeping his darts fully in the board. A couple
40.
of bounce outs, a couple of wobbly ones, but only 40. So 188 plays 185 as Leon's first up, looking to hit at least a 60 just to
41.
take a chunk out, but only a 41. Leaves himself 147 when he comes back.
Yeah, a little sign of frustration there from Jack for taking his darts out of the board, but he'll be looking to keep his
27.
calm. But you'll have to finish
Lancaster
there.
147.
Yeah, just about 158. A difficult finish there.
Yeah, Leon trying to take a chunk out of
26.
this, but only 26.
York
Very,
require
very
158.
nervy.
158 for Jack now. He can do big checkouts. He's taken out the fish before. I've seen him do it.
Looks like he's just missed the second treble there. Checking with our referee what he has left.
Yeah.
75.
That's a really unfortunate
Lancaster
bounce
121.
bounce out. He has to keep his head up. He's still very much in this leg.
28. York
Leon
require
only
83.
28, so he leaves himself
83.
93. But Jack's got 83 throwing here to level things back up and get it back on throw.
25. Lancaster
Reasonable.
require
25,
93.
leaves himself 58, but Leon's got to look at 93 for the match.
77.
Misses a match dart
York
inside,
require
leaves himself
58.
double 8. Jack with 58 to tie it up.
You feel that this has to go for
Yeah,
York, for
definitely.
Jack.
and that's a wild one.
26.
Leaves himself
Lancaster
double 16,
requires
but
16.
Leon's got double 8 for the match.
Game, shot.
And he's done
Third
it.
match, Lancaster.
Leon with a massive 2-0 win against one of York's premier players. He is absolutely ecstatic. The crowd are going crazy. And Lancaster have gone 3-0 up as Sweet Caroline comes back on. And he is absolutely loving it.
Yeah, that's some unlucky darts from Jack there. A valiant effort, but eventually the Lancaster player comes out victorious. A good player, but not his day-to-day, but very good performance nonetheless.
Yeah, very close game. As we said, second leg tended to be a bit nervy from both players. Just a couple of trebles, and then Leon was clinical on his doubles today, taking out that double 8, leaving Jack no room to return for the double 16. And Leon will be so happy with that performance. And the man who will be even happier, team captain Archie McLeod, in an excellent position to not only win this game, but potentially do it by quite a large margin.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you're just joining us now, we're live on LA1 TV, Balerig FM, URY and YSTV. This is the Roses 2026 Darts Open Ones. We're in the Great Hall in Lancaster. I'm joined by Louis Everett, I'm Evan, and we have just played our third game, and the score is currently Lancaster 3, York 0, in a race to 5 games.
Yeah, as we said before that game at 2-0, it was a slightly precarious position for York if they did go down 3-0. And after that big win from Leon Evans, York are going to have to put up some big players to have some big performances to get a couple of points on the board. Because if Lancaster get to 4, you fear it's only a matter of time before they can get over the line. But we'll have to see who York nominate to start potentially a comeback away at Lancaster.
Absolutely. York will need a really good player here. They've got some really good first years, but I'm not sure if they'll look for a very talented first year, because they have really good first years such as Ellis Royal, Daniel Croft, Thomas Allen, really good first years. They've really excelled this year. Or will they go for someone more experienced, like Billy himself, the captain, or Samuel Gelder, who's not played at Roses before, but he's been a part of a club in Longan, played on stage before, and he has a bit more experience. So we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, it's a big decision for York. You feel they have to get this nomination right for this next player. As Evan said, whether they do go for a talented fresher or someone that maybe they think can hack the crowd a little bit more, as it is quite volatile in here, especially from the Lancaster home support. You'll be looking at the Lancaster team now at 3-0 up, and whether Archie's going to just go for the kill and select one of his big hitters. You know, he's got himself, he's got James Marsh, or whether he does try and put someone in who's not played on the stage before as sort of a safety blanket of this 3-0, and see if they can get that fourth, and like I said, put them on the hill and potentially keep the potential of a red wash going on, as it is 3-0 still.
I know the last thing that the York team wants is a red wash today. They have put so much work into this Roses preparation, and I feel the scoreline at this moment does not truly reflect the work they put in. So I think the captain, Billy Hurst, will look for a big player to put on next. Maybe second year Will Clifford, who's played Roses, had an very unfortunate loss last year at Roses. Yeah, he's an experienced player, very good under pressure. His average inflates under pressure. I remember playing him once. One of the best I've done in one of our tournaments. I got to a final, and we're hitting back-to-back like darters between like 19 and 22, back and forth, and he beats me. He just has so much bottle and resilience. So if anyone's going to come back from one leg down, like the 3 York players have unfortunately failed to do, I think Will Clifford is a strong contender for like a strong player with a strong mental side of the game.
Yeah, I think what you said there is very important. York are going to need someone with some serious bottle here. 3-0 down, away at Lancaster, most of the crowd against you, and it is difficult up on that stage, as we know, as players that have played up there. I mean, as soon as you start to feel the legs slipping away, as soon as you go 1-0 down, you've got away fans on your back. You need to find something from somewhere to get a leg on the board and get the win over the line. I mean, we can see Leon down below being congratulated by all of his teammates. He will be so thrilled in his final year to get his second out of 2 Roses wins, and both for the A's, both very important at the time of play. And like we said, 3-0 is a massive scoreline for York to overturn here, considering Lancaster do have some of their big hitters left and have had a very successful year, winning the Challenge Cup, making the final of the big weekend of Teams Cup, final of Nationals. Some of those players will be looking to put in good performances, good averages, and get some wins on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. York will have to see who they come out. I'll have a little peek if any York players are waiting, and they appear to have opened another bar on the corner where the players walk out. Ooh, I've just spotted something. I see a Thomas Allen, a very competent fresher. I think he might have just dropped out of it, but he was first in the our UYDC player rankings. He is one of, if not the best player at York Darts. He is seriously good under pressure. He has immense bottle. Good. Our ones captain next year, so he'll be doing the job of Billy Hurst in a year's time today when Roses is at York. So I'm really looking forward to how that pans out. But we're here tonight, but you've got some serious stuff to look forward to with Thomas Allen.
Well, as we've expected then, it seems like York are going very strong. They've recognised the position they're in, the captain Billy Hurst, and he's putting on one of his premier players. I'll be interested to see if Archie responds and goes for the likes of James Marsh. I don't think he'll put himself on. I don't think he'll put Sam Roche on, as he was just down playing the Uni Ones football just before, so he'll need a bit more time to warm up. He might look to the likes of Edward Boover Dominguez as a debutant on the stage, considering we're in quite a comfortable position at 3-0. But it should shape up to be quite an interesting match, as York are going very strong by the sounds of it.
Absolutely, that is a bold pick from Captain Billy Hurst. But if anyone, he is very good on the stage, and he has one of the most beautiful throws you've seen. He tends to lean a bit with the last dart. I like that, but a bit not a bit out of the ordinary with the lean with the last dart, but it works. It works very well. I'm really looking forward to seeing this match, and whoever Lancaster has to play has a real task ahead of them with Thomas Allen.
Well, I've just spotted below us, I believe it's fresher Will Bailey, darts case in hand, heading towards that back corner where the walk-ons begin. Now, Will's been a very talented player this year, has been a part of those teams that I mentioned, winning the Challenge Cup, making the different finals in the UDUK competitions. It's only his first year here, and it is his first appearance at Roses. Has missed a lot of the UDUK season, playing university golf instead. But there's no doubt in the talent, and as you were talking about nice throws, Will has got an excellent throw. So this could be an absolute cracker of the match, depending on how they deal with the pressure of the stage in their first year.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. I'm so looking forward to a close match. The crowd is slowly growing bigger and bigger. I think it's safe to say it's majority Lancaster. Would you agree, Louis?
Yeah, definitely. As expected at home. I mean, they're all filling in from the other events that are finishing, the football, the volleyball, everything else. More and more Lancaster people seem to be heading in. There is a nice York contingent over on the far side trying to stick up for their players and obviously giving it as good as they're getting it. But as you'd expect, at home, Lancaster are dominating the crowd, dominating the chants, as York did last year when we went away.
100%. Yeah, there's a little York contingent there. You can see actually the light, because they're the only ones wearing white. You can actually see there's a red light on them. Pretty ironic because they're the white team, they're the ones looking red. But I think we're starting our fourth match.
I have another announcement to make.
And
yeah, Pavan, our master caller, is taken back to the stage here.
You're going to blame me for teasing you all at this point, aren't you? The 4 points in the men's basketball have gone to York, which means there were only 4 points remaining in the day from the open age.
Yeah, we just have our nice announcement here. Our fourth match.
The score currently 3-0, sorry.
I believe
it's
round
time for the
the players
fourth
are coming
game
out now.
of the night.
I believe Thomas
and
Allen walking
it's
out
time
first. It'll be
to meet
good stuff.
our players.
We just found out
Representing York,
that the
it's
men's
Thomas,
basketball,
the
York won,
engine
meaning that the 4 points required
Allen.
for Lancaster to take the Roses title were not gained. And there's not, I believe darts may be the only event left, so Lancaster could take the win from darts, the Roses darts, I'm not 100% sure. Apologies for any language you may or may not be hearing, but a very, very confident walk-on from Thomas the Engine Allen.
Yeah, as we were saying, it all could come down to the darts on this Saturday night, as it has done in previous years. Thomas Allen being serenaded to Oasis by that York contingent on the far side. They are desperate for him to put in a massive performance and get them back on track and stop this Lancaster run.
Representing
And it's the Lancaster player walking up now.
It's
The crowd
Will
is rearing to
Happy
go. Rearing for a good performance for Lancaster, but York needs a win here.
Yeah, Will take it to the stage. It is deafening in here from the applause and the brilliant calling of Pavan. Happy Wilmore, as I mentioned the golf before, first year at Roses.
Yeah, apologies for any language you may or may not be hearing. A brilliant song choice from the Lancaster player, I must say. I'm a fan. A bit of FIFA music, I don't mind that at all.
We absolutely love to see that. Firing up the crowd. Just about to get into the practice darts here, as orchestrated by our referee, Kirk Bevins.
I think they skipped it before, they just paused before the chorus and the players aren't quite happy. But
it is a Lancaster throw in this one. Will stepping up. These practice starts will show a lot of how nervy he is feeling. The feeling can't be matched, stepping up for your university at such a massive event like this in his first year. He's hoping the crowd will get behind him and carry him over the line.
Absolutely, the crowd is, I'm sure you'd agree, that it's tenfold at least of the women's or the seconds. So this is some serious pressure, a serious crowd. But from York, Thomas is the man to do it. He looks locked in with his shirt. Thomas the Engine Allen. I'm sure you can work that one out for yourself. Brilliant stuff. Walking out to Don't Look Back in Anger. He's ready. He's locked in. He takes his darts very seriously. Just having a quick chat with Kirk Bevins there.
First
he is ready to
leg,
go.
Lancaster to throw
A
first.
fist bump and
Game
Lancaster to throw first. Let's go.
Yeah, both players looking very relaxed. It does look like Will's first visit.
57.
A little bit nervy, but he'll take the 57. I'm not sure it was the conventional way.
40.
As we see a bounce out from the York player, and Will be looking to press an early advantage.
Yeah, that throw means a lot in this match. It may be the difference
40.
as we've just discussed, they may be very closely matched players.
Yeah, from what we've seen
33.
early on, Will's darts going very, very high up.
Yeah, apologies for any language you may or may not be hearing. Thomas Allen, a first year
45.
history and politics student, I believe, would be looking to get a good
41.
start to this leg here. Apologies again for any languages you may be hearing. Crowd is building up pressure as we get
60.
to the tenth part of this Roses Open Ones darts fixture here at the Great Hall
76.
in Lancaster. 76 from Thomas Allen there.
Yeah, he's picked up his first treble, which will be good for him.
85.
Try and calm down, as Will does the same. So both players responding, hopefully growing into this game, as we alluded to how good they've both been this year.
116.
As Thomas sticks in a 116 to take the lead.
That is actually excellent dart. Thomas Allen from York on 195 and
85.
214, now 129 for Lancaster. He's Thomas trying to take something down from 195, hopefully leaving a finish. Oh,
12.
unlucky bounce side there. Only
Lancaster
12 scored,
129.
unfortunately.
Yeah, Will looking at the 129, going up, looking to leave it
57.
handy, which he does on 72, returning with Thomas stranded on 183.
Yeah, it looked to leave a good finish here.
80.
Where good darts,
Lancaster
leaving
requires
103
72.
there, 72. Decent checkout. 216s at the tops I would go for, but routes differ between people, I guess.
32.
Yeah,
York
was
require
looking for the
103.
16s, ended up on tops, and he has left it. We'll see if Thomas can take a big check out.
103 now for
46.
Thomas Allen, 46 to leave, 57, but 40 for Lancaster for the first leg of this fourth match here in the great hall at York.
No score. York require 57.
Yeah, and they were a little bit wild, maybe a little bit showing of the nerves here in the opening leg. Thomas looking to capitalise to the jeers of the Lancaster crowd as he
16.
seems to miss the big numbers.
Lancaster require
Not
40.
leaving a double. Will back on 40.
I think he did leave a double, did leave 24, I believe.
30. York require 41.
Oh, apologies, no, 41.
He'll leave a double now, but
he
the
will.
bounce out's not going to help him.
Lots of tension here from the crowd. Again, apologies to
27.
any bad language is
Lancaster
picked up on the
require 10.
microphones. There's not much we can do about it except apologise.
No score. York require 14.
Thomas coming back on double 7. Double 5 plays double 7. Not doubles you want to be leaving in the first leg. Thomas seeming to have some pretty big problems.
Shot the first
But he
leg.
takes the first
York.
leg against the darts.
Thomas Allen gets York's
Second leg.
first leg
York to
of
throw first.
this open A's fixture for York
Game
at
on.
the darts. The first leg since the open seconds. No, yes, the open seconds
21.
because it was a complete red wash. He'll be ready to go. He'll be loving this. He is the one's captain next year. York is a lot louder than
40.
Lancaster now.
Yeah, I mean, that was massive. Last dart in hand, taking the double 7 under a lot of pressure. He'll be
25.
hoping to carry on, but only a 21 and a 25 open. Will could do with something here to put him in a commanding position to break back.
34.
But only 34, so it's still definitely in favour of Thomas Allen.
Absolutely.
45.
Some chance of is this a library signifying Lancaster's quieting down after finally conceding a leg after a long dry spell
41.
from York. But Thomas Allen is ready to go, ready to bring it back to 3-1.
58.
If you remember correctly, after this fourth match, York were 3-1 up, and then Lancaster pulled it back last year, so it could be the other way around. We don't know.
57.
Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely a pivotal game. The difference between 3-1 and 4-0 is massive. So a lot of pressure on Thomas
100.
Allen, but he's handling it very well with another ton there. Will Bailey failing to get into this second leg. He'll be looking to respond with something.
44.
Yes, he is keeping his cool here, Thomas. Scores on the doors, 252 for York and 285 for
45.
Lancaster. 45 bringing it York down to 207.
Yeah, will be desperate for a treble here just to get him in
60.
range, but he'll take a 60, leaving on 225 in a decent position to leave a finish after these next set of darts.
170.
Excellent darts from Thomas the Engine Allen from York. 117 leaving 90.
100.
Oh, some pressure there.
York, you
He'll
require
go for the
90.
single ball, I think. Not sure where he's gone there, to be honest. Can't quite tell.
42.
Yeah,
Lancaster
leaving
require
himself 48.
25.
Will on 125. This would be a showstopper.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what he's on. I don't think he's on a double now.
No,
Can't
not
quite
going to
tell.
go.
47. York require
Oh, he's on
48.
48. Looks at 8 or 16s. Believe tops left. No. It's double 16.
32. Lancaster requires
So Thomas
78.
leaves 16 and Lancaster for 78.
I'm not sure he's found the treble 18 he was going for.
38.
Manages
York
to leave
requires
tops,
16.
but will he get a look at it?
These darts matter a lot in this match.
No score.
Unlucky bust there from Thomas.
Lancaster require 40.
Massive darts for Will. You feel it has to go. First one bounces out. Second one over the top.
No
And the
score.
third high as well.
York
Thomas has got
requires
3 more darts
16.
to take this game.
This is where composure really matters. Can he squeeze one into that double 8? He's going all the way to the right.
No score.
No score again.
Lancaster,
Tops
you
for
require 40.
For 1-1.
Yeah, wild one into the 16s from Thomas. Will very high. Last dart in hand.
2.
Into the
York, you
double
require
one.
16.
Leaving himself 38. Thomas on 16 again.
Yeah, 16.
Moving over.
He loves moving over to try and slot it into the double.
No score.
Another bust there from Thomas. What can Will do now?
Yeah, this is nervy. Will straight inside there. Gonna get another dart. And it's got to go.
Game
And he does
on the
double
second
nine.
leg.
Much to the
Lancaster.
applause of the Lancaster fans, sending it to a decider.
Third and final
On
leg.
his throne
Lancaster
now.
to throw
Thomas
first.
Allen ruin 9
Game
or
on.
12 match darts there that he hasn't been able to convert.
This is the first deciding leg in quite a few matches today at the dart.
40.
So the whole crowd, especially the Lancaster players and the York players, the club members who've been here all day, not seen a deciding leg, they'll be loving the
76.
excitement here. They'll both back themselves to win this. They're both very competent players, as we've seen from the high standard here at the Great Hall.
I think that's 2 in the treble.
2 in the treble 20, a 180. Will he no-look it? Like
121.
Yeah. Sadly, no call from Kirk, but a big visit nonetheless.
41.
If he can add to that, he'll be a strong favourite to take the win and put Lancaster 4-0 up.
Absolutely, but even though that
26.
121 was a lot of points, but York really not that far behind.
60.
60 from York.
Yeah, Thomas definitely throwing the steadier darts here. He's plucked off a couple of trebles, a steady 60 there to
45.
back it up. Will a little bit streaky. He needs to straighten up a little bit here. He is in the lead, but barely, as Thomas puts in another
46.
visit. Only 46, so they're pretty neck and neck.
Yeah. 1-1 and only 9 points apart here.
81.
81 brings Lancaster 188, while Thomas trying to take some points down from 278.
59.
Yeah, Will in the lead here briefly. 188 plays 219. Coming
58.
downstairs for a 58 to leave 130. He'll be happy with that. He'll think he's got at least 6 at it.
That's a lovely check out. That's a lovely check out.
87.
Oh, will he have at
Lancaster
least 6?
130.
That is a doable check out, 132. Well, it is for someone of this calibre. Maybe not for someone like myself, but
85.
Yeah, big response there.
York
Will puts an
132.
85. Sat on 45. This 132 might have to go.
13.
Only 13.
Lancaster
You feel Will
45.
might have some time here to wrap up the fixture.
Single.
Gone 5 for tops.
I think tops. Oh,
30.
Straight
York
into the
United
treble and
19.
inside on the double 15. Leaving a slightly
119
awkward
for
15.
Thomas.
29.
29
Lancaster
leaving.
15.
90 for Thomas. 15 for Will.
Double 4 now for the match. Oh,
7.
and it's bounced out.
York, you require 90.
90, he'll go 20s here to stay safe. He's got 18s. Incredible.
34.
34.
Lancaster require 8.
Leads 56.
No score.
A chance
York, you require
for the match. The
56.
first win for York, for Thomas the Engineer Allen, for the University of York. Big darts, big opportunity. Tops, tops.
16.
Over the top.
Lancaster,
After
you
Will
require
dragged that
8.
double 4 low, he's going to get another chance at it. Got to give it a good go.
Yeah, this must be nerve-wracking for the players.
4.
This is incredible. The
York,
tension,
you require
double
40.
20. The double at the top of the board for Thomas from York for their first win to make it 3-1.
30. Lancaster, you
Outside the
require
double 5.
4.
Will return on double 2 for the match.
Double 2, really close dart there. Another really close dart.
No score.
Couldn't get through those
York,
first 2
you require
blockers.
10.
Double 5 now for Thomas.
Really close dart there.
No score.
It is neck
Lancaster,
and neck
you
here
require
at the
4.
Great Hall. Down to the doubles. This is tough mentally, especially with the crowd.
Game. Shot.
And Will takes it home.
Lancaster.
The Lancaster crowd roar as he pins that double 2 of his first start for a very nervy, very close 2-1 win to put Lancaster 4-0 up. And he is just relieved that he managed to get that over the line. and the crowd are absolutely ecstatic for him.
Yeah, the Lancaster crowd is very, very happy with that result. Few nervy darts at double ended up making all the difference, unfortunately, for York. Absolute valiant, incredible effort from Thomas. Cannot fault him. He played his absolute best. But at the end of the day, sometimes that's how darts is. It gets down to the doubles, and it is just what it is.
Okay, we're going to hand you over here to Max Tavel, former Roses winner on the stage here, and I will just pass you over to you now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You join us here in the Great Hall. It's currently sitting at 4-0 to Lancaster, one away from clinching the victory here tonight. What a competitive night of darts it's been.
It's going to pass it over to Oliver Whitmore now. It's going to pass it over to your wise Oliver Whitmore now for commentary. Thank you very much. I've been Evan.
Thank you very much, Evan. Smashed it. Expert level knowledge of darts we're bringing to you this evening on what is coming to be a very, very important evening for the University of Lancaster. Record-breaking 4 Roses victories in a row set last year, and they've got 4 wins in the Dart Open first so far today. Max, it's a tricky position for York to come back from at this point.
100%. Yeah, I mean, as a team, you never want to be 4-0 down. You've got to look to your more senior players, see if they can get you back into this. It's going to be a bit of a scrap at this point, but you've just got to take it game by game, try and put those legs on the board, try and put some pressure on the Lancaster players who are stepping up and trying to seal the victory. The stage is a tricky place to be, especially on a night like tonight, when the crowd is so active. They're getting involved with every dart. It feels like they're influencing every dart thrown. I mean, it's about holding your bottle, and as tough as it is, you've kind of just got to trust yourself and the work you put in before today to try and get yourself over that line.
And as you say that, Lancaster nearly are one more victory here, and that is the Darts Open first. And at that point, maybe even thinking towards a historic whitewash, matching the women earlier this afternoon here in the Great Hall. A cauldron of noise and light, which is a lot of red as well. A lot of red in this building today. And look, Lancaster University well on their way to making Roses red. Once again, I'll bring you through the night so far. And the highlight of the night was Nathan Agapito for Lancaster to open up the evening in some style. 24 darter, 18 darter, 71 average. And that really set the tone moving forward, didn't it, Max?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Nathan is new to the Roses stage, only started playing last year and has just come on leaps and bounds in the whole time he's played. He's putting the work through the college system, and he's worked his way up to this stage. Comes out with such a solid and steady performance, which, as a first opener, it's tough. You've got all the crowd ready and excited. They've all been waiting all day for this, and to come out and do that, put a point on the board for Lancaster, it must have felt good for him.
Absolutely wonderful start, a start you would have been dreaming of. That really set the tone moving forward. 2-0. Second match won by Chicken Alfredo. His name was ringing around the Great Hall. Potentially the crowd's, or the home crowd's, favourite nickname of the lot. I was up here with Matt not so long ago. We weren't too sure where it came from, but it was all that we could hear after that second win for Lancaster. They then won another one, 3-0, no ifs, no buts, and then 4, courtesy of a shootout, a real shootout at the end, won by Will Bailey. Happy Will Moore. Came under pressure though, it was a leg down rather, and he did well to claw that back.
100%. I mean, going a leg down on this stage is so tough, but I think he's played many tough competitions this year. He featured at national finals and in the cup, where Lancaster did come out successful, unfortunately falling short just on the final day of national finals. But having that big stage experience, playing in those tough games, he knew to not drop his head after going 1 down. He's able to come through, find that victory and put Lancaster 1 away from winning the night.
Absolutely. Still lots of top quality talent from the universities of York and Lancaster on the way, with 4 more matches remaining.
5 more matches
remaining. At least one of us is paying attention. And for the University of York, it will have to be 5 straight victories if they are to win. It will be quite historic if they do manage that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the past couple of years, there's been deciders across the A's and the B's. It always is a tough, tricky fixture. But you'd imagine they'd look towards their more senior players, as we've said before. Interesting to see what Archie does here for Lancaster. Does he trust himself to go out and get that win? Does he put it in one of the players who's played on the stage before and won on the stage before, like a James Marsh who won at B's last year, or even a Sam Roche who he might not necessarily have won at A's, but he has that experience away in York, a much more hostile crowd than he will face tonight. So you can imagine he'd be looking to just get him over the line, really.
We've got a familiar voice back up in the gantry. Matt Sears is back. Hello, Matt.
Yes, hello. I've just seen that it's hit 4-0, and I thought I might as well come back up again and potentially commentate on a winning Roses dart for the second year in a row. I think we've got a slight break now, 5-10 minutes before we get the 5th game of the night underway. But when it starts, it'll be great, I hope.
Thank you very much, Matt. Yeah, the tension is palpable. It's been quite like that all evening, but no point more so than now. Really is crunch time for the University of York. Still got some top quality talent on the way. Likes of Alfie, lots of debutants, of course. We had Will Bailey getting the victory. Nathan Agapito, highlight of the evening, 71 north of the 71 average. Alfie Clark, Edward Buther Dominguez as well, who I shall now be calling EBD from now on.
As you should, it feels only right. I mean, throughout the college system, it rings out every week. Cartmel singing that we all dream of a team of EBDs, and you'd imagine Lancaster will be thinking the same tonight if he can go on and get that victory for them that puts them over the edge.
And yeah, York, 5 debutants today. Patrick Rafferty, he lost his first game notably. Won his qualifiers with brass darts.
Brass darts? Wow, I mean, most of the players you'll see up there tonight will be using tungsten, varying weights, but brass ends up being a bit chunkier, a bit harder to group together. So the fact that he's come through with that shows the talent that lad has. And you'd imagine it'd be a threat in future years to come.
Indeed, we've got Ellis Royal for York. He's yet to play. Played youth county darts in Surrey, and will be one to watch on the York side of things. As for Lancaster, Archie Mleard, team captain, quite notably a GDC World Cup runner-up.
Yeah, he's actually played against Luke Littler in some of the JDC events. I believe he did lose, unfortunately, but that's to be expected.
Well, there's losing dart matches are really a rite of passage, but that's an honour.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just getting to play against some of the upcoming talent that he has, he'll feel like he can draw from those experiences tonight to try and push his team over the line. Captain in the team for the first time. He's still only a second year, so he's got more years of darts to come potentially for Lancaster. Potentially looking to next year in York already. But you've got to get over the line here first, don't you?
You absolutely do, Max. And they are very near to doing that. You're just joining us on Roses Live YouTube channel, Channel 1, roseslive.co.uk, University Radio York, or Bale Rig FM. I'm Oliver Whitmore. I'm joined by Max Novel for what's soon to be the 5th of 9 matches this evening in the darts. Open first, York 4-0 down and work to do. They'll need 5 straight wins to really decelerate Lancaster's storm towards a 5th Roses win in a row.
Yeah, there's potential that it could all be wrapped up by the end of the night. Lancaster with plenty of powerful players left to come. The likes of Sam Roche and James Marsh, who have been absolute stalwarts in their team throughout the year. I mean, they've ended up playing other uni sports like football and golf, which meant they haven't been able to play all the uni fixtures, but they feel like a definite miss when they can't be there, and when they are, you just feel like you've got that sense of security with them.
Yeah, York have got some strong talents themselves as well. They've had strong seasons, as have Lancaster, of course. But I think a lot of that will all be distant memories, really, given what's happened this evening so far. And again, as we said, a mountain to climb very much as we get later and deeper into the match, and the match overall, of course. Kirk Bevins on stage, having a word with the operators of the scoreboard, either side of the board. And, you know, he spoke about honours, really, losing to Luke Littler, one of them, but Kirk Bevins, how wonderful to see him here.
Oh, 100%. The fact that we're able to get this calibre of referee for an event like this just shows how impactful it could be. Like, as the biggest varsity event in Europe, it drags in such a big crowd every year. It does feel like an honour to have him here tonight. And I'm sure he's loving it up on that stage, as hot as it may be, because I've experienced it up there. It gets bloody warm.
Indeed it does, and he's had a broad smile across his face for the majority of the evening. The only exception to that being his laser-focused, stone-face expression when he's watching the darts fly into that board.
Yeah, it can be tough to see where darts are landing at times. He's making sure to take his time. He knows what he's doing. Professional ref. He's ref the best players in the world, including Nathan Agapito.
Indeed so. So, fifth game, not far from this point. There's a 5 to 10 minute break just to let, I suppose, the crowd make their way to the bar for 1 or 2 more drinks, or however many takes their pick. I know they've had a good course of celebration so far. 4 legs, 4 matches, I should say, to the good. And they are
Looks
one
like
match
the players
away.
are getting ready now. It's looking like potentially EBD. Edward Boover Dominguez, lots of experience in Lancaster darts, played many a ranking event, many a college night, has been up there on those big stages. I'm not sure, but I think he might have even won a ranking event or 2.
Indeed so. He'll be one to watch, certainly. You've got to really, despite York's predicament, they've played some really good darts at times, and out of Lancaster, you've got to praise the overall dart quality this evening. It's been pretty good.
Oh, 100%. I mean, even in the last game, it had been a stretch of legs for Lancaster where York haven't even had a look. So to get that double in the board and just get that pressure on, that will give the York players some encouragement that they can go and take a leg and maybe even a game to put the pressure back onto Lancaster.
1 win out of 9 legs so far this evening, of course. The Tank, as is colloquially known, that's his nickname for the University of York, or the engine, I should say, Thomas Allen, took his opponent all the way, but just couldn't quite find the double that he needed. And really, we've seen high averages, we've seen really good scoring, but the only statistic that really counts in this sport is your doubling.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's been many mismatched darts from both sides. It's so tough to get over that line. That's what you'd imagine most of the players are spending their time practicing and doing. Just trying to hit those doubles, get over that line. Because if you can get those points on the board, stack up the pressure on the other team, they'll certainly feel it. And if you can get the crowd behind you whilst you're at it, that's always a help.
Absolutely. We saw Agapito using the crowd. I think within his first start, he'd put 1 dot on the board and turned around with a big smile on his face towards the crowd. Of course, a win for Lancaster will be very, very helpful for them in their overall Roses course. But on a personal level for these players, some returners to Roses darts, it'll be a 4th straight win in this fixture for the ones. Matching, of course, the historic run from Lancaster overall. 4 victories in a row, unprecedented in 61 years of Roses tournaments. They could very much make it 5. And at that point, they're starting to be nigh uncatchable.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a tough fixture to go away and get a result. So the fact that Lancaster were able to do it the past 2 previous times is just a credit to the teams that they've been able to put out and field. Obviously, since COVID has hit, the overall participation across uni sports has decreased. But it does feel like it's starting to build back up and starting to get to that place again where you've got a good support and backing behind each and every individual and team. And especially here tonight, you can feel the suspense building in the crowd. You can feel like the fans are on the verge of celebrating a massive win here. And you just hope that everyone's enjoying themselves. Even the York lads who've travelled such a long distance. It may be tough to lose, but you've just got to try and make the most of each night.
Really is what Roses is all about, Max. Indeed, you've hit the nail on the head there. Couple of other streams happening at the minute, of course. I don't know why you'd want to be anywhere else in the whole of Lancaster at this point in time, but there is tennis open first and basketball men's first. Those streams are available on roseslive.co.uk. The basketball, of course, as Matt has just corrected me, did finish in the favour of York University to delay a Lancaster victory, try and take it to the 3rd and final day, but we're not done here yet at the darts.
No, definitely not. and it feels like it's going to take a mammoth effort to keep it going onto that next day. I mean, as you said, great performance from York to win the basketball. I know it was close last year, came down to the buzzer beater right at the end from Lancaster, which managed to get them over that line. York were able to do to best Lancaster this year, and just it feels like delaying the inevitable, but you also never know. Many crazy things have happened in Roses across many sports, so there's always a chance that they come out and win 5 on the bounce here and push it on to the final day.
Looks like the 5th game is about to get underway. Kirk is back out. Let's hand over to our announcer.
Welcome back, everybody!
Where's Pavan gone?
Unfortunately, Pavan has now had to leave to go to his shift at Sugar, so I'll be taking over. Even though I'm slowly losing my voice, I'll be taking over for the evening. Looking to put the white rose on the board, it's the club captain, Billy the Fox Hurst!
Billy Hurst making his way up to the stage for the University of York, the captain for York University, 20 years of age. His second Roses, so he does bring some experience to the stage at a pivotal moment for York.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we said you'd be looking for right now. At 4, no doubt, you need that player who's got a bit of experience on the stage. And it might be tough to face, but he knows what he's got to do up there. He's had the experience, he's put in the practice, and he knows he's going to get some backlash from the Lancaster crowd. But he's going to go up there and try his best to get a victory on the board.
Winning Roses 2026! Hoping to take home the Lancaster darts victory, it's the captain himself, Archie the Mac McLeod!
There you have it, Max, captain against captain, possibly the match of the evening.
Yeah, it almost feels kind of expected. I mean, as the captain, you want to go out there, you want to help your team, but you might want to put the team on your back, get them over the line, and allow the rest of the lads to celebrate and just relax a bit more when they get onto that stage. Go and just try and enjoy themselves. Archie with a lovely walkout, loving himself up on that stage.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he, up on that stage, Archie?
Oh, 100%. He played before, he was there last year. I can't remember if he won or not, but it was a good result in the end.
He was, in fact, a winner last year. He may not have been proud of his performance. I don't think it was a memorable one. I don't think it was about a 40 average, I think, from memory. But he did win 2-0, which on that stage is all that really matters.
Max, just looking at Archie's warm-up, his technique, it's quite Van Veen-esque, would you say? Yeah, very vertical.
He starts with the dart quite high, brings it down, and kind of just drops it into the treble. I mean, his darts do stand up, so he's looking to go above the treble, so he can try and collide into the bottom of the barrel and slap into the treble from there. But yeah.
Yorkshire chant rings out. That's been ringing out all over the Lancaster campus, but team captain leads it, none more so than this point here. 4 games down, need a victory.
Apologies for any foul language you do here tonight.
First
it gets
leg,
very
York
intense
to
down
throw
in the
first. Game on.
Here we go, underway. Billy the Fox Hurst gets the 5th game underway. Straight darts to start
140.
with. And that is an excellent start.
That is the dream start for Yorkshire. You want to get on the board, you want to put a strong score in, put some pressure on your opponent straight away, and that's exactly what he's done.
13.
13, not quite what Mleard was looking for. Fox is back up. Those darts are looking good so far.
68.
68, north of the 3 into the 20, good start.
Again, yeah, very steady from Billy. He's really putting the pressure on Archie to find some good scores. Archie responds with 58. He'll look to find some steady scores just to get himself some footing in the leg.
This looks good, a little pause from the Fox
52.
there. Inserted a pause into his rhythm to try and get that treble, not quite, on his last.
Archie looking to respond here. Unfortunately, can only find 23. He's got to keep pushing, keep trying to get on the verge of Billy, just to give him a bit of a nudge.
100.
100, a great lead for 141. The classic normally after 3 or 6 perfect darts.
45.
Averaging
York
90.
141.
What a mammoth way to kick off the 5th game this would be for the Fox. Thinks. And goes low as we anticipated.
87.
Another fantastic score, keeping that average
Really putting
high.
the pressure on Archie, leaving 54 after just 15 darts. We're looking for either a single 14 to tops or an 18 to double 18.
54.
Archie responding back well. Seems to find the 14. Just goes high.
14.
That was a big dart. Tops missed it. Archie comes back.
Be looking at down at the 19s. 4 19s and the outer ball, leave himself a finish.
41.
Unfortunately can't find it.
Not quite what he wanted, not on a finish. Plenty of time for the Fox.
Seems to have gone
Double
just
10.
inside.
26.
And he's hit the 6 to leave double 7. Not what he wanted.
Tricky little double 7 is. It's a bit awkward down in that bottom left corner, just out of reach of most players.
60.
But Billy will be looking to pin it
14.
first start here.
The Fox, we knew he would return. Not quite where he
Elects
wanted.
to
There is a
split.
split.
No score.
And he has bust his score.
Archie down to a
Lancaster
finish now.
161.
It would be a bit of a stretch, but you never know what can happen. Doesn't seem to find the treble, unfortunately.
22.
And can't
York
chip much off it.
14.
Back comes the Fox. He's attempting the same split as he did again.
Down to double 2.
Games on the first leg.
Brilliant from the Fox.
York.
Takes the opening leg of this 5th match.
Second leg, Lancaster to throw
55.
first. Game on.
Really putting the pressure on Archie here to respond with something good. Obviously, it's only a hold of throw, so you never know what can happen. Archie does have the advantage in this second leg,
43.
but he's going to have to look to push on.
Wants a strong start to the second leg. Looks to be a single 20. He'll want to stay there. Not quite what he wanted. Looks like that's drifted into the 1.
33.
Unfortunately, can't capitalise on Archie's score. Archie coming back to the board now. Seems to just go low of the treble. Looking down at the 19s.
77.
Slips into the double, but he'll be more than okay with that. He will not be worried about where he's going.
Billy the Fox looking to break 400 on 468 at the
31.
moment. 31 doesn't do it.
Archie looking to keep the pressure on here. Just above the treble. That's exactly where he wants that first start.
45.
Unfortunately, can't capitalise off it.
Fireworks from Fox in the opening leg. He needs to follow that through.
17.
And that is not the way he is doing it, unfortunately, for the Fox.
No, it's very unfortunate. Seems to have just lost the form of the first leg. Maybe the momentum and
43.
has just got to him here. Look, must have to recompose now.
Fox comes back, not quite in the treble. Looks to be closer,
45.
but no treble. Trebleless visit once again.
Archie will be hoping to try and get down to a finish in the next couple visits. Looking to find a couple trebles if possible.
26.
And unfortunately can't find it. It feels like a bit of a struggle right now for both players, but they're just going to have to keep persevering on, keeping their heads and remembering what they do.
Indeed, the Fox 375 looking to bring that right
37.
down, because a ton will leave a finish for the Mac.
Yeah, you'd imagine he'd be looking for a ton, if not switching down after the third dart. Goes on the second
58.
and ends up finding 58. Be looking to leave a finish on the next turn.
338 for the Fox. Needs a strong visit here to put any kind of pressure.
37.
And again, not quite what he was looking for.
It does really feel like a struggle now, doesn't it? I mean, it's a tough game, tough fixture, a lot of pressure on it. But it just seems the players are trying
41.
to just get back in a rhythm of sorts.
46 average for the Fox. 46 average for the Mac.
85.
But on 168, can't leave a finish.
Yeah, Archie unfortunately leaving a bogey number last time, but he'll be looking to just set it up from here. Find a treble or two, hopefully.
28.
Wow.
Looking for 46 minimum.
30. Lancaster
And
require
16 short.
140.
Archie down to a finish now, probably looking at the 20s. Just goes low. Might have found a treble 19 there.
77.
I imagine he has.
77.63, interesting leave. 186 for the Fox, looking to take that down.
You'd
And
imagine Archie be looking at the 13s when he comes back. Treble to leave the double 12. If not, you've either got 10 for tops, 18 for double 16. You might even go straight for the ball.
135.
great dance
Lancaster
there
requires
from the Fox.
63.
Pressure is on.
Looks at the 17s for double 6. I believe
Looks to have been a single 15 from here.
Potentially
35.
35 scored, leaves himself to the double 14.
51 looking for the 19s, might have just drifted into the 3 segment.
I believe looking at tops now. He takes a step back, recomposes himself, steps up. Can he find the tops?
For York's first win of the night, tops!
11.
Not quite.
Lancaster require 28.
Archie steps up to equal the match, send it to a deciding leg. Can he find the double 14? Double 7. Goes just low. And unfortunately can't find it. Giving York a great chance here.
Desperation for the JDC.
Shot.
World Cup runner-up.
And the match,
Is that a first victory of the night for York? Brilliant from the Magic, the Fox, the JDC World Cup runner-up. He may have gone head-to-head with Luke Littler, one of the greatest young talents to play the sport ever, but he's been beaten this time around by the Fox.
A great win for York. It felt absolutely mandatory, otherwise the game was wrapped up, the fixture was over. So the captain's done incredibly well to step up and get his team back in the fixture. You'd imagine the Lancaster players start to feel a bit nervous now after seeing their captain go down 2-0.
Monumental moment in a monumental fixture here at Roses 2026. Lancaster, if they want to win it, they're going to have to navigate an extra game.
Yeah, you'd imagine Archie now be looking to the players with that experience like himself. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get over the line, but he knows he's got enough capable players in the back to try and push on for this win. York, I imagine, will be thinking the same, though.
Absolutely, they will. What a moment that was for Billy Hurst, 20 years of age, physics student. Himself and William Clifford are one of the best pairings in recent memory for York. They have not lost a single doubles match all year, and he applied the same kind of form in that game there.
Yeah, I mean, not losing a doubles game all year, that's an impressive record. It's tough to keep up. You face many tough fixtures across the season, so having that sort of victory and that sort of record just shows the calibre of players we're dealing with here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. 4-1 the score is then to Lancaster, courtesy of a really, really important victory from Billy Hurst.
Yeah, I believe just below a 52 average, and he will absolutely take that. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you win, but it always feels a bit better when you know you've gone out and put in a steady performance.
Statement of intent from York's captain, defeating the captain for the Red Roses. More darting action on the way for you with 5 games deep. We have 4 more to come your way, so please stay with us on roseslive.co.uk, Channel 1 and the Roses Live YouTube channel. Matt, what do you think? We've seen a lot of good darting action so far today. What's been the highlight for you?
Well, I think Nathan's game has been the highlight of the day, the day as a whole. Obviously, it's definitely been the highlight of this A's game. We've had some good performances throughout the day. Ben Sewell, rolling back the years, knocking in a lovely 50-odd average after starting, I think he'd admitted as well, quite poorly. And then Hayden, 63, I think, to 63 average to win the fixture. And then obviously Nathan's 72 average to kickstart the night tonight.
Yeah, really was the memorable moment of the night so far, but I think that game just there probably ranks a close second.
Yes, I think that was a massive, massive, massive performance from Billy. He's kept his team in it, which is exactly what a captain should do.
What is the secret when you are not in the position you want to be in? Because there's a lot of factors that come into darts. Obviously, your timing, release points, rhythm. When you're down and nearly beaten, how do you try and navigate that kind of situation?
I think you've got to trust your throw. These players here, they've spent thousands of hours on the practice board. They know exactly what they're doing. They're all capable of averaging big numbers. They need to just trust in the process, go back, fall back onto the routine that they've got built in, and they should. It should all come back to them, and that's what they're looking for. Basically, they're trying to fall back on what they know, and hope that it's their baseline is as good as ever.
Indeed, the crowd very, very animated, and their support has been second to none.
Yes, I think the crowd is what makes this event. It wouldn't nearly be as good as if they were playing in front of 4 or 5 people, just in some random bar. The Great Hall's a great venue. It fits many, many people, and the atmosphere is what makes it. It is getting hot in here. That's how many people there are in here.
It's quite warm, and I don't think it helps having all of this equipment right next to us. That just adds to the heat here on the balcony at the wonderful Great Hall. Holds up to roughly 800 people, this venue. And it's a packed out crowd right up at the front barrier, where you find the best view of the action. And just if you're just joining us, the captain for Lancaster, the Mac, Archie Mleard, JDC, beg your pardon, World Cup runner-up, defeated by Billy Hurst, the York captain, in the battle of the skippers.
Who do you think that Billy will retaliate with now to try and keep the game alive? As I believe it's his nom. Who do you think Billy will be going in with now to try and keep the game alive?
Oh, I think the thing is for York is that your captain, you know, he's the steadiest throw that you would think on the offering. He can handle big occasions such as this, and they may well have played their strongest card, York. But of course, lots of talent still on the roster for York. Daniel Croft, we've not seen yet. Ellis Royal, Surrey darts phenom at county level, and he is, other than of course York's captain, the Fox, the other one to watch out for, and someone we are yet to see.
Yeah, I think for Lancaster, the captain's nom is going to be different to what the crowd want. I think the crowd are itching to see EBD. They'd love to see him win it. I think it'll be the noisiest in here when he's playing. Even if the fixture's won after he plays, I still think that it'll take the roof off. And I think it'd be a great moment if he could be the one to potentially take Lancaster over the line. So I think he could potentially be the next nom for the crowd. But I think the captain might want to put in a Roche or a Marsh, someone who's been up there before.
Absolutely, and we thought we may have been seeing EBD warming up down below us, getting ready, but of course it was the Mac that Lancaster opted for that last fixture just gone. 2-1 win for Billy Hurst. And for EBD, it's a big occasion on a personal level. It's his Rose's debut.
Yeah, and as a fun fact, in his first year, he won only 1 college leg across the entire season, and he played all 16 games. Just look how far he's come in a little under 2 years. From that to Rose's stage, potentially winning Roses, something that a good friend of mine, Matty Baker, can boast about 2 years ago.
It'll be a memory that will stick long in the mind if your victory in this fixture is the one that wins the Darts Open first, one of the most anticipated fixtures of the Roses weekend. Stay with us, because the 6th game is on the way very shortly. Coming up to 10 o'clock. It's getting a bit late, but the crowd is still in their numbers to support their university. They've played quite a significant role so far.
Yeah, the crowd may look sparse, but I think people are sat off to the side right now just waiting for it to start. People off at the bar, in the toilet. I think they might be looking at starting the next game. Kirk's just got himself back up towards the stage.
Yep, the water is out. And on the tables, they're not matching tables. One's circular, as you would normally see at a PDC or Modus event. And the one to its left, quite a bit bigger and square in shape. That's for your fun fact of the evening. You can tell we're running a bit dry. Of course, York did win the basketball earlier. That was quite a pivotal moment, but may all come to nothing if Lancaster come out winners here.
If nothing else, it has extended the fixture, and it's given this a lot more life, a lot more meaning. and it probably means that the crowd here is going to get even bigger as anticipation waits to see what will happen come the end of the fixture.
Max, it really is a good thing that this game isn't necessarily more of an exhibition than it would have been had Lancaster already have crossed the 181.5 point threshold.
100%. It feels like it gives each game a bit more about it. Each player is going to feel more pressure going up on the stage. For York, they know they've got to keep this winning streak alive that started by their captain. They've got to keep pushing on, got to keep trying to fight. And the Lancaster players will feel more and more pressure trying to just get over that winning line. It's going to be a tough fixture for the rest of the night, but you'd imagine we're going to see lots of great darts, great performances from individuals, and who knows who win.
Seen some very great darts already. No average has come near Nathan Agapito, 71, north of 71. That really was special. 24 darts, 18 darts. And we've not seen many legs come close to those.
No, we haven't. I mean, Hayden came out this afternoon to wrap up the B's fixture with a 62 average, which is a great performance in itself, but the level that Agapito managed to play to is uncommon on the Roses stage due to the fact of the crowd and the surroundings and it being a new experience for him. But the fact he was able to come out and perform like that just shows and gives the credit to the player that he is.
Indeed so. Enjoying the music, they've got some good tunes they're pulling out for us this evening. Chaz and Dave, a classic pub song for a game that's near synonymous with such a venue.
Yeah, definitely. Just trying to keep an eye out to see if there's any inkling on who might be playing next now. Just seen Sam Roche walk across the hall, so it potentially isn't him, which you might have expected Archie to go to now after him not being able to bring it home. If not Sam, you'd think it'd be James, but I mean, you never know. It could be EBD. The crowd would love it, gets them going again, and you just try and overwhelm the York player with the support, but you never know.
Matt, if it's up to you, who would you bring out next from the Lancaster side?
I think I'll put EBD in. I think the crowd's going to give him almost a fourth dart. They're going to be so behind him.
Finally get a point on
We're
the
back
board.
underway now.
Is it time
Lucas
for the comeback?
is subbed in for Pavan, and he's taken over as Master of Ceremonies as he's announcing
we'll
the
see.
sixth game.
Playing for York and walking out in silence.
Let's see who Lancaster bring out, but first of all, York.
It's Ellis Ryan!
Ellis Royal making his way out, met with a chorus of boos from the home support. The York side of things doing their best. We apologise for the language that you may be picking up at the moment. And he is one of the debutants. He is a first year, one of three freshers, 18 years of age.
A lot of pressure on such a young lad. I mean, he seems to be giving it a bit back to the crowd, drops his water bottle, gets a bit of a jeer. He'll be loving it up there right now. He's just got to see if he can hold his nerves going into it.
From Lancaster.
Let's see who is about to
It's
walk up
the
on stage for
Challenge
the Red
MV
Roses.
Cup GOAT, James Swampy Marsh!
James, great experienced player, won on the Roses stage last year, so no shock that Archie's decided to put his trust in him in this game. I mean, been a great performer all year, has been playing in the local vaults in Morecambe, putting up great performances, multiple 70 averages. He'll be looking to capitalise tonight.
Yeah, he'll need to capitalise on those averages, those strong averages throughout the campaign so far, which is nearing its end. No bigger stage, of course, so than Roses 2026. Lancaster, Darts Open first team, closing in on a fourth win in a row in this fixture.
I believe it's Lancaster to throw first in this fixture. So once the practice starts have concluded, you will see James kicking us off. And he'll feel with the throw on his side, he'll be able to bring it home.
Yep, got to make the most of throwing first. And it's all the more important, though, to then back that up with a win in the second leg as well. First to two, it's a brutal format.
Oh, 100%. It feels like as you get in the longer formats, it favours the steadier players. At this sort of range, anyone can win. You can average, as we saw earlier today, you can average 8 points higher than your opponent and still not get over the line, as unfortunate as it may be.
Ellis Royal is having a few interactions with the crowd.
Looks to have a very steady throw, keeps his body very still, and it's all in the arm, as it should be.
Yeah, of course, there's quite a lot of different ways of throwing a dart. Of course, the beauty of this sport, there's no single way to do it, nor do any two players throw the same.
No, 100%. Seems to be the last 3 practice starts for Ellis here before James kicks us off in this 6th game of the night, where he's
First
looking to bring the
leg,
fixture
Lancaster
home
to
for
throw
Lancaster.
first.
Let's see how
Game
he can kick on. Seems to stray on the second dart.
43.
43 to kick us off. 2 big numbers. Will he be happy with that? I'm not sure.
Here comes Ellis Royal for his first visit of the night. Looks nice and steady. And oh, look at this.
Bit of showmanship.
Look at this. Can he follow that up?
21.
James stepping up. Can he put some more pressure on the York Uni player?
81.
And of course,
Wow. Really applying the pressure, getting the crowd involved, leaving the 377.
and of course, any apologies for some gestures you might be seeing in addition to the
18.
language. 18. Not ideal. And I think those are meant to be tears that he's
43.
signalling
I
there.
believe so, but I mean, after the start he's had it, I think he might be the one that's a bit upset. I mean, he'll be looking to rally now, try and put some pressure back onto James, see if he can
30.
apply. And he has a bounce out, very unfortunately, on that 3rd dart.
30, producing an average of 23 to 55 for the
60.
Lancaster man.
Very steady from James, carried on with a 60, looking to just slowly whittle down this score while his opponent may be getting more involved with the crowd than he should be.
Yeah, here comes Ellis Royal, still north of 400.
45.
Not anymore, he's done enough, but Lancaster have an opportunity to leave a finish.
Yeah, James looking to capitalise here. Is in and around the treble
44.
20. Can't find it, unfortunately, but leaves a nice round 230. Potential straight 60 to leave himself the 170. I wouldn't be upset.
Ellis Royal again, I think he's decided to put all his
46.
focus on the board now, and unsurprisingly his scoring is improving.
Yeah, James in and around that treble again. Seems to be on for a 180. Turns around to the crowd. Can we see the first since 2022?
140.
Unfortunately not, but a great score from James nonetheless. Puts him on that 90 finish. With his opponent so far back, probably looking at the 18s.
Not looking bad from
33.
Ellis Royal
Lancaster
either,
require
but
90.
it'll quite got away from him that there,
Ellis
and a
is-
chance for the first leg to be secured.
Ellis drops a dart, gives James a second to think. Straight at that 18.
Good.
And pins it in 2 darts. A
Lancaster.
20 darter to kick us
Second
off
leg, Young
in this
throw first,
potential
game on.
deciding fixture. A great start for James. He'll be buzzing with that.
Ellis Royal has some work
52.
to do, and a mammoth 75 for that first leg.
He'll be looking to kick on from here now. The 52 from the York player. James will be looking to punish if he can.
140.
And he does. Wow. Unreal scoring from here, James.
Second of the match, taking his average up to 83.61. Work to do still for Ellis Royal. Takes his time
37.
and misses the treble that would take him into the 300s.
Yeah, it feels like James has got a firm grip on this game now. Maybe slipping here slightly.
25.
Bit of a slip, but he's still got a commanding position in this leg.
Ellis Royal, first roses, needs to put his experience at county level to good use.
42.
Apologies for any language you may hear from the crowd.
This looks good.
30.
Maybe not.
Whittles it down very slowly. I mean, it's going to be very nervy up on that stage now. James potentially 1 leg away from sending Lancaster to the victory. Ellis will be feeling the same. Drops another dart. I'm not sure if it's intentional. It doesn't feel like it, and you'd hope not.
A kiss of the badge there. A lot of focus on
James
the mind
off
games.
for another 180. Turns around to the crowd. Can he finish it?
For the first in 4 years.
140.
Can't quite, but great scoring once again from James. The only thing you might say, would he look to go to the 90s to leave that finish? I wouldn't. You've got to get the crowd going. He knows what he's doing up there.
28.
And he's got loads of time to spare.
166, no good for the time being. He'll need to keep those darts nice and straight, and they're looking just like that. There's the switch to downstairs.
58.
No treble on the 19s though.
Yeah, no trouble, but leaves himself the nice 108. Plenty of routes you can go. I believe James loves a bit of double 12. Can't get to it straight away, but if he hits a treble first start, there is a chance.
108.
That's slightly better for Ellis Royal.
Unsure, potentially a 60. Apologies for any language you may hear.
29.
Just the 29, but leaves himself 79. Be looking at those 19s. Treble for double 11, single for 20 and tops.
46.
Looking for a decent
Lancaster
score to get a
requires
finish.
79.
James.
Welcome if you're just joining us. You
Seems to
join
have found the
us.
treble, potentially.
Welcome
Goes
if
to
you
the
just
crowd.
join us. Yeah,
Maybe
you-
asking for a bit of route advice.
Moment of truth.
Seems to have split. Believes potentially looking at double 8 here.
Double 8 to make more history.
Just wide of the mark. Ellis way back on 244. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to put enough dent in. Bit of showmanship from Ellis as he pins the double 8, potentially mocking James here.
Unbelievable. Are you watching this? Double 8 on 244, averaging 34. Apologies for the crowd's response.
96.
That's better, but
James coming
match
up.
darting coming.
Looking at double 8
16.
for the match. Ellis down to a finish now, so there is potential if James can't take this out that he can send it to a decider. Steps up, double 8. Potentially just inside, maybe even 11 here. Looking at double 2 now for the match. Can he win it for Lancaster?
12.
And just drops low.
You'll require
No, he can't.
148.
And Ellis Royal finally on a first finish of the match, 148. Looks to have strayed towards the 18s. That's a better second dart.
21. Lancaster
But,
require 4.
Nowhere
Not
near
as much
enough
of a
pressure.
dent as he would have liked. James looking at double 2 for the match. Just low.
Game. Shot.
And that is it.
And
5-1 to Lancaster.
Lancaster.
James is able to bring it home and win the fixture. Cups flying everywhere. It's absolute pandemonium in the crowd.
History made once more for Lancaster. Darts open first. They have matched the feat achieved last year by his university. 4 wins in a row.
James lapping it up from the crowd. He's absolutely loving it up there, and he'll be so happy with that performance. Just shy of a 64 average, but it just felt so steady. 3 140s. He was just all over Ellis in that game.
There you have it. It is a 5th win for Lancaster in this fixture, which takes them to the victory overall.
And James walks off the stage to mass applause, as he should. What a win. What a way to send it home for Lancaster. 5-1 on the night. 3 more games to come. And we just hope we can see some more good darts.
If you're just joining us, where have you been this entire time? It's been an enthralling encounter so far. But if you are joining in, a very warm welcome. If you're listening on University Radio York, Belreg FM, roseslive.co.uk, or watching us on Channel 1, it's been enthralling.
A pleasure for me to be here tonight. I'm going to hand you back over to Matt now, who's going to finish out the night, I believe.
Yes, I'll see off these last 3 almost exhibitions fixtures now. The crowd
Indeed so.
swarming out. Not sure if it's for a beer, because a lot of them got spilt everywhere in the celebrations, or if it's just because they've got bored now, it's been won. I hope not.
Lancaster University coming home taking victory, 4 in a row in this fixture for Lancaster, matching the feat of their university last year. And I'm now going to hand you back. Joining Matt in the gantry now is Evan once again.
Thank you, Oliver. Hi, I'm Evan. I'm the president of the University of York Darts Club. And unfortunate result there for York. Now 5-1 after the 6th match. Unfortunate loss there by Ellis Royal. How have you found the fixture so far?
I think that last game from James there really, it put the nail in the coffin. 63 average, was it, roughly? He played very, very, very well. He was very steady. Was it 20 dart at first leg? About 25, 26 in the second and deciding leg, but that's to be expected. Nerves. It was for the entirety of Roses.
Obviously, I was discussing the comments before. What did you think of that? Ellis sat on like 244 and he just checked. He hits double A just to rear out the crowd. What did you think of that?
Yeah, there's a bit of showmanship. I think he just needed to go out there and enjoy it. I don't think he was just playing his best stuff, especially by his own admission, and I'm not sure he was resided to his own fate, but it seemed like it a little bit. He got a few more visits out of James, to be fair, so maybe his tactics worked.
Absolutely. That was brilliant. When you hit double A, I audibly laughed. That was brilliant showmanship, but incredible game of darts there. Crowd's electric. As the score now is decided, a lot of the Lancaster York players have decided to leave now that the Open Ones darts here at the Great Hall is decided. So fixture emptying out a bit, but there is more still to come. We still have 3 more matches. Who do you think Lancaster are going to pick to play next?
I think the fans want EBD. They've wanted him all night. I think, sadly, as the crowd started to dissipate, the support's not going to be as big as it could have been. People wanting to get off, get to sugar, which is understandable, but 3 more games still here. 6 lads that need the support of both unis behind them.
Absolutely agree. Everyone from York Darts is still here, still supporting strong, because we got some good players coming up. We have Samuel Gelder, Daniel Croft, and William Clifford, of course. In no particular order. I'm not sure how Billy Hurst is, the captain, is going to order them. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but it doesn't make a difference in the result now that he's lost. But he's very, 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 very pleased with his performance. So if you're just joining us now, we're live on LA1 TV, Bellrig FM, OIS TV, and University Radio York. And we have just found out our winner of the Open Ones darts here at the Great Hall in Lancaster University. But we still have 3 more fixtures to go. 3 more singles, 501 best of 3. And we are joined by, sorry, I didn't catch your name. Matt. We are joined by Matt. I'm Evan. Matt, how are you feeling now? You must be, we are non-biased, but you must be slightly pleased at least with Lancaster.
I can't say that I'm not pleased. I've been here for 3 years now, and I've seen it won at this event 3 times in a row now. And I can't say that I don't think, impartially, that this is the best event of Roses for both sides.
Impartially, I agree, 100%. It is brilliant every year. It's brilliant in York last year. It was brilliant in Lancaster the year before. It's such fun to watch. We have our beautiful guest caller, Kirk Bevins, the PDC professional, senior PDC caller. It is just beautiful stuff up here, Great Hall. Come down, watch some great darts. Still 3 games to go. It is good stuff. It is good stuff right here. We're just having an intermission now to wait for the next match. I wonder who York will pick. I imagine my best guess for York is William Clifford now. They want a big, strong win, just get in the Lancasters' heads, because why not? What do you think? Who's playing next?
I think I say EBD. We've got EBD, Ben Davies, and Sam Roche left. It could be Sam, to be honest. I know he's played once football, so he might be wanting to get his game in and get off to bed, because he's probably knackered. He's been on his feet all day, and obviously he's played 90 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. How do you see the game panning out today? You think it's going to be 8-1, or do you think it's actually going to go up? Do you think York are going to get back to 5-4 to make it a bit more of a respectable close loss?
I can see this finishing 7-2, 6-3. I think York will probably get at least another 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I think we have some really good players. Will Clifford especially, really experienced player, great player. If you listened to the stream earlier, I did a whole bunch of glazing on how amazing he is, but he's truly top. He's top caliber player, and he'll be looking to avenge his very unfortunate loss as Roses last year. So he's the player I'm really looking forward to see.
Correct me if I'm wrong, he played Ben Sewell last year. He's played early in the A's.
I'm not too sure, but I'll take your word for it.
I think he did from memory, but that might not be true. It was a year ago.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff, brilliant player. I'm looking forward to... I just have to say, I love every time just the reverberation in Kirk Bevan's voice. There's nothing like it. Like when he goes down the octave right at the end, and you just hear that bass, and you have to be there. Just that bass is like beautiful. Best caller in the world, if you ask me.
It's glorious, especially in person. It's even better in person than on the telly.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. We have a small intermission here. The MC, Master Caller, is just walking up on stage, ready to call up the next players for the 7th match here at the Open One start in Lancaster.
Yes, Lucas has just walked onto stage. He's just walked off to the side. We are still waiting on Kirk to get onto the stage, so we're ready to start. If we just have a little look around the corner to see if we can work out who's playing. I think it's going to be Ben Davies for Lancaster.
I will just have a quick look. I think it is Samuel. Oh, it could be Samuel Gelder playing. He narrowly missed out on Roses 2's qualification last year, being the first reserve, myself for the second reserve. So he is ready to go his first Roses, and we're just calling out.
It's Samuel GoldenEye Gelder!
Oh, Samuel walking out now with his walkout pending soon. No walkout music for Samuel. I believe he's walking out. Is he walking out? Can't quite see the balcony. We're just underneath where he's walking out, so I'm sure you can probably see better than us if you're watching on LA1 TV or YSTV.
They have just started the walk-on before the DJ was in the booth up here with us, so there has been no music played. I think he's walking back down it again, and they're going to redo it. Give everyone their moment.
Very good situational awareness from Matt there. I couldn't tell what was going on, but I'm got someone else keen out for what the operations
Samuel GoldenEye
here we go.
Gelder!
Here we go. Samuel GoldenEye, an incredible player. He is a good player. He's been in an absolute run of form recently. His average has jumped 15 points, 20 points last couple of months. Brilliant stuff. I'm so excited to see him play. I'm so excited. I'm just disappointed the crowds dropped down so much. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think too many people have run off.
Even
though it's finished, it's not finished.
The Joker.
There's loads. I take it back. I thought it was Ben. It's not. It's Sam.
We have Samuel versus Sam.
Yes. Clash of the Sams. I wonder who's going to come out on top. The fans seem to be singing their own walk-on for him.
Yeah, very iconic move from Ellis in the last match there. Having no walk-on and no nickplay, that's his choice. Yeah, I have to admit, I started the he doesn't need a walk-on chant, which I was very proud of doing. Which provided the music, but he has a proud walk-on from Sam. I think we'll stick to Samuel for York and Sam for Lancaster, no confusion.
We will stick with that convention. Let's keep it like that. It's the crowd chant Wayne Gooney, as he is a man from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Ladies and gents, just going to make a quick announcement before we start this match. Can we not throw anything, please? I know you just won Roses and all, but...
Cope Bevan just making a quick
I
announcement.
did a gig yesterday in Leeds Beckett University against Leeds University, their varsity, and there was stuff being thrown everywhere, and they ended up cancelling the last 2 matches, so we don't want that to happen tonight, so don't throw anything. Thanks.
Yeah, just very good points from Cope Bevans. Little incident in Leeds, University of Leeds versus Leeds Beckett varsity. The game having been cancelled after the winning match because of drinks being thrown everywhere, and we don't want that. It just ruins the game. Have fun, be respectful, especially of Kirk Bevins. Have some respect.
Yes, for context, for those joining us on the various streaming platforms, he's announced that because of the game prior, Lancaster officially won Roses for the 5th time in a row. Last few practice starts for the two Sams.
To throw first.
An embrace,
Game
and off we go.
Samuel has the throw now. Samuel for York, Sam for Lancaster. Well, I might just stick to York and Lancaster for simplicity here.
That could be easier.
Might be slightly easier. So we have Samuel here in the black and gold t-shirt, and we have
26.
for New York, and we have Sam in the red and black t-shirt for Lancaster, if you're watching on television.
45.
Bit of a slow start, 26s, 30s, 45s, both players hoping for a treble early just to kickstart it. First, these darts here from Roche look to be quite
41.
steady. 41, it's an improvement on what he did score, but it's not good enough, I don't think.
Absolutely. This match, yes, it doesn't matter anymore. It's the
45.
first game since the Open Ones fixture victory, but it's a big deal playing Rose. It's a big stage, and the crowd still is a reasonably big size. And there's still a lot of pressure on, even though technically they've already won, yes, but it's still good stuff.
81.
81 there from Samuel. Steady darts, bringing the average up to a very respectable 50. Not bad on 300, and Lancaster
82.
on 292 now, after an 82 from Sam.
It was a good treble there from Sam. The leg was not slipping away,
66.
but a lack of treble would have left him 40, 50 points behind, which at this level could cost you, especially with the retaliation. Not massive 66, but it's still a treble from Sam.
Absolutely.
70.
Every single point counts in this match. They all want to win. They all want that Roses win on your record. It's a big deal.
26.
Yeah, Roche will be looking to avenge the loss he took last year.
Was he playing twos or ones last year?
Ones, Rose's ones. He did have a pick up a slight injury a couple days before, and he has just pointed to the crowd on his last start there. He's missed the 180. 1-2-1's not bad though, leaves him a nice manageable
85.
Yeah, we've had some
Lancaster
really
required
close
93.
calls for 180s at Roses today. I despite my lack of dart skills, I nearly hit a 180 on stage somehow. Ended up being a 140, but I would really, really love to hear Kirk Bevins hit that sweet 180.
53. York in 123.
Sam set up very well there from the 53. He's not taken it out, but he's done the second best. He's left himself 3 clear darts at tops.
Lancaster, you require 40.
Good darts from both players. 74 on York, but now Lancaster for tops, 40. Gone to double 10, I believe. Double 5? Question mark? Yeah.
35. York, you require 74.
Just outside there from Roche. Samuel coming up here, 74. Looking at the 14s, I think he's hit the 11 first dart, but he missed
29.
the 19.
Lancaster, you require 5.
Yeah, Samuel's throw has been praised a lot in darts.
On the first leg, Lancaster.
Sam from Lancaster checks out.
Second leg,
the
Lancaster throw
leg,
first.
and he takes the throw, and now he has the dart to take it to 6-1.
Yes, 6-1.
21.
He's not backed up that double 2 very well. Opened with a 21, leaving the door open for Samuel.
46.
Steady 46 for Samuel there. He would like to get a bit of a head start in this leg to get a few darts at double here. So Sam will be keeping his cool. He knows not too much pressure. It's only about him. There's no team relying on him. It's just about himself. So that takes a bit of the nerves off. But he still wants to win.
45.
Everyone wants to win at Roses.
Yeah, I think the best thing that the two of them can do now is they need to go out there and they need to enjoy it. I know that Roche has got another year where I assume he'll probably be playing Roses ones again next year.
22.
Not sure on Samuel.
Samuel is in 3rd year, and I believe he's doing an integrated masters.
41.
Yeah, sorry, correct me when he watches this back, but I believe he's got another year. Yeah, one more year. Well, he's the secretary for the club next year, so definitely has another year. Otherwise, he'd be not allowed to do that.
60.
Yeah, 60 from Lancaster. Pretty even scores here at the open one starts here in the Great Hall.
25.
Yeah, that poor score from Sam hasn't allowed him to capitalise on the chance to get ahead. Roche here turning to the crowd, cupping his ear as he has a chance at the 180.
140.
Puts it over just about 140. Not a bad score.
There's been a lot of darts for 180s here. I've seen lots of them. Big enough the crowd. I've seen a no look attempt. It's good. It's really good. Really incredible quality here at the Great Hall. And now it's in the 7th match at the Roses Ones. It is currently 5-1 to Lancaster, meaning they've already run the fixture, and it's now 1-0 to Lancaster in the 7th fixture, which is Samuel Gelder from York, and Sam, remind me of the second name?
Roche.
Sam Roche from Lancaster.
He's left himself a fiddly 143 here. I'm assuming he's not got a dart double 16 here.
87.
Yes, 87, not bad. Leaves 56, single to double, and he will be looking at it as York are sat way back on 247.
I don't think Samuel would mind an 87
60.
here. The
Lancaster,
60
you
doesn't
require
quite leave a
56.
finish, but it's a good chunk off here. 56 for the match for Sam for Lancaster University.
I think he has just slipped into the double 16 there, so he's got double 12. Goes inside, double 6 for the match.
44.
Just outside.
Double 6. Sorry, yeah, double 6 left as Samuel tries to take a big bite out of the 187 points he has remaining.
132.
Oh, incredible darts. 132
Lancaster required 12.
from Samuel Gelder for York. Double 12 for the match for the Joker for Lancaster.
No score.
That
York
135 there from
55.
Samuel's really afforded him a chance here. 55. 15 for tops.
30.
Oh, unlucky 30
Lancaster
there.
require 12.
Leaves 25, but double 6 now for Lancaster.
Game, shot. And the Marsh, Lancaster.
Sam's done it. He cups his ears to the crowd. He's avenged the loss of last year. Does a little jig and shakes the hand of Kirk.
Very good effort there from Samuel. He scored well. Had a few darts double, but didn't go his way. He will not be disappointed at all with that performance. He's done himself proud. 51 average is very respectable.
So he may have missed quite a few, but he's still averaged that 50, 55.
51 for York and 55 for Lancaster.
Neither player could turn their nose up at that.
Absolutely
it's not
not.
a bad performance, especially on that stage.
Some groovy dance moves from Lancaster's victorious player here. And Kirk Bevins even dancing to the York fans as a York alumni. That is what I want to see as a York student myself.
Yeah, he was enjoying Madonna there a little bit too much, some would say.
Not at all, not at all. Apologies for any language you may be hearing.
The York faithful really enjoying Kirk's dancing. They're all cheering him on, trying to get him going again.
Yeah, I'm loving the Bevins is a Yorkie, la 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 chant. It's a great one. I'm sure the Kirkulator loves it, absolutely. So we have 2 matches here at the Open first. Score is 6-1 to Lancaster University. 2 matches left. And who do you think is up next for Lancaster?
I think it's going to be Ben. I think at this point EVD's being saved till last, which I think has his own right. And I'm going to make a small prediction here. I think he's going to be the one to hit the 180. The first one in 4 years.
First one in 4 years. There wasn't one in 2023?
In Lancaster. In Lancaster,
okay. I wasn't sure there was one in 2023, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so 2 more matches left.
Yeah.
For York, it's between Daniel Croft and William Clifford, 2 very experienced players. 2 very experienced for York. And I'm excited to see who is coming up next. it should be a good last 2 matches. York will want to crawl back a few extra points to do a bit of damage control, if you will. How do you think it'll turn out now? Strong players
We've got
left for Lancaster?
Lancaster have got a couple of very good players left. Ben Davies, he was in the Nationals team, the Challenge Cup team that last week that won and got to the semi-finals on the Saturday and Sunday, respectively.
Yeah. Very strong Lancaster team. That's been proved by their victory. 6-1 up with 7 out of 9 games left. For those just joining us live on LA1 TV, Belrig FM, YSTV and URY, we're here at the Great Hall in Lancaster, the Open Ones Roses. And we have our 2 final matches, and we're just waiting. It's just a small intermission, and we're just waiting for what's happening. Very excited. 2 very good players left for York. 2 very good players left to be selected for Lancaster. Just quieting down. Yeah, it was very rowdy long ago, but since the final result has been announced, it's quieting down a bit.
Yeah, you would think the turnaround on these next 2 matches won't be too long. There's only 2 people to pick from. They've probably already decided on the order now that the fixture's finished. So it'll just be a matter of sorting on the walk-on songs. I could just see Ed actually up here on the computer, which might imply that he is the next one to come on. He's sorting on either that or he's sorting out Ben's walk-on.
Yeah, absolutely. Ed has been very, very often compared to our Vice President Dan Scott. Not too sure, another long-haired individual. Not sure if you know who I'm on about here, our Vice President Dan.
I very much do. I remember seeing Ed in the crowd earlier today. He was not a fan of the Lancaster faithful winding him up about Dan playing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there may have been a certain chant going around, which I won't repeat on live comms, about them looking similar. But yeah, it should be a close match. Ed versus, well, we'll see. Oh, I see a DC on a sleeve for Daniel Croft, but oh no, I see Daniel Croft talking to Will Clifford. The 2 remaining players are just talking to each other near the walkout song. So I'm not sure who's going to be picked. My money, however, is on William Clifford to play next.
I do see Ben Davies. I don't think he's got any darts in his hands. He's got his phone. He might be purchasing a pint, but I'm not sure. He's there ready, and Ed was up here in the balconies, which might imply that he's not the one going out.
Yeah, just waiting here in the Great Hall, just waiting for just a start. Atmosphere still very lively. Few more Lancaster smiles around here than York smiles, but everyone's still having a great time. Yes, York's lost. As a York Darts member, I'm still having a great time. I'm not sure about you, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I think the Lancaster faithful are. I think the majority of people here who are still in the hall are LU Darts members or were previous LU Darts members. I'm seeing people like Max Tavel, Jacob Preston, who have played on this stage 2 years ago. I'm not seeing Louis, not sure where he's ran off to. I'm sure he's somewhere.
Yeah, 100%. Good vibes over here. Just Kirk Bevan have a chat with a couple of the Lancaster players, I believe. Getting nice and just mingling, having everyone wants to talk to Kirk. I've had a very brief chat for Kirk. I asked for a fun fact. He didn't. He didn't. He said he didn't know. Then he said, "Oh wait, I've won Countdown 14 times." I was like, "Oh, that's not bad, is it?"
That is a pretty fun fact. I had a little chat with him earlier, just about who not his favourite players on tour because he can't say it, but who he's close with. And I know he said he was very close with Stephen and Josh Rock. He said when they're on the World Series tour, they often go off to the pub because they're there for a week in like Australia, New Zealand. You go to the pub, he asks them to play darts, they say no. Maybe they're scared.
Oh, I'd be absolutely terrified of the Kirkulator. He's scary. Derwent College of York alumni, an ex-captain.
Penultimate event of the
So
evening.
it's the penultimate match now,
From
just being
York,
called out.
It's Will, the big red dog, Clifford!
And as usual, my prediction was correct. William Clifford walking on by Supersonic, by Oasis, one of my personal favourite songs. a year back on a social, I had the privilege of singing Supersonic with him on a social. It was such fun. What a player. Clifford, Will the big red dog Clifford. I'm sure you can work that out. One out for
from
yourself.
Lancaster.
Yes.
It's
just
a
wondering who's coming
Lonsdale
up
League
there.
winner.
It will be Ben Davies.
The casual Davies.
He was offered a spot on the Uni D's pool team, rejected it, said he needed to focus on his darts. And then I know on that Uni UK circuit, he's pinged in a couple of 80+ averages in formats just like this. With the pressure off, this could be entertaining.
80+ is scary, but the big red dog is not an easy opponent at all. He is experienced. He's a second-year economics student, and since day one, he messaged the York Darts account well before he joined. A few weeks before he joined the university, because he knew he wanted to do darts at university and he knew he was good, and he was pretty good, and he is even better now, and he's ready for Roses, trying to get his first win on that Roses stage after a very unfortunate loss last year.
Yeah, Ben's trying to do the same thing. He did play Bs last year, but I believe he was unlucky to lose. I wasn't there for that match. I was in the roundhouse playing pool, so I didn't see it. But I'm sure he'll be looking to avenge the loss of last year.
Yeah, I can't remember who he lost to, but I was the one calling the match, so I probably should remember. Yeah, look, both players looking to avenge losses from last year.
Well, one's got to do it. Someone will be leaving the
First
stage
leg,
slightly
Lancaster to
happier
throw
than the other.
first.
I'm sure they'll both
Game
be
on.
proud that they've made it here and they get to enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely. Roses ones is an absolute honour. Second year in a row from Will, the big red dog
47.
Clifford for the University of York. He is a cool cucumber, and he's just got his first visit now. Let's see what he's got.
43.
43, steady, it's all right.
43 plays 47, very, very even. We'll be seeing what Ben can knock in here.
100.
Very, very good.
Yeah,
Ton should steady the nerves.
Yeah,
it's
Will-
nice to get a big treble early, I think, on these stages.
Absolutely, that is massive. Will be looking for a response. Not the best visit there from Will Clifford, but he'll be looking to respond
55.
now.
Steady again from Ben. I think if you told him you were going to have a 67 first
55.
nine on that first leg in Roses, he'd snap your hand off.
Snap his hand off for making a silly joke, or just the quality of the darts, or both?
30.
Potentially both.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair enough. Very serious here at the commentary
11.
in the commentary box for the open ones here in the Great Hall. No silly jokes here, only serious but fun darts.
Yeah, 269.
96.
He has switched second dart, which, if it was Wayne Mardle, he would be absolutely slaughtering him, because he can't leave a finish if you switch second dart and hit a treble.
11.
Yeah, Lancaster far ahead on 173 and throwing now, and York Uni
38.
behind at 370. Will needs a big visit now to level up this leg.
Yeah, Ben's looking at 135 when he
32.
returns here.
Lancaster
He'll be looking
135.
probably at the bull. No, he's gone 20s. Staying there. Should be switching away on 95 now.
56.
To be fair, he does have time, so he can make questionable counting decisions, because Will is quite
43.
big.
Lancaster
43
requires
for Will.
79.
He's keep biting down. He is clinical on the doubles, Will, so you can't spend too long on these doubles. Lancaster
34.
Yeah, Ben's he's unluckily slipped into the 5 there, second dart, but it's not too crucial with his opponent way back, 250
22.
points behind.
Lancaster requires 45.
Yeah, 45 for Lancaster now. League double 16.
13.
It won't be panic stations for Ben. He knows he's got time here on this 32, unless a max gets pinned in here and the crowd aren't making a
12.
noise for it.
Lancaster requires 32.
Yeah, 32 for Lancaster now in the Great Hall in Lancaster for 1-0 up in legs.
24.
Goes inside twice. He's still got time, but he doesn't want to be messing about here. Inside, and he's looking at double
35.
one. And anyone
Lancaster
can get
requires
stuck
8.
there for quite a while.
35 for Will.
Game shot the first leg.
And game shot for Lancaster, bringing it 1-0 in the 8th match of the night.
26.
Yeah, Ben's just cleaned up in 32 there. Not his finest leg, but he can't grumble at that. It's nearly a 50 average. 34. Nice and steady. His opponent wasn't quite in touching distance there. Maybe he'll retaliate better this leg.
Yeah, I think Will may need to calm his nerves a little. He's used to the high standards, and I'm sure his numbers will jack up this
11.
This visit. Maybe not quite reflected in this first 2 visits, but if he takes a breath, I'm sure he has more in the tank here.
35 from Ben. He's provided a slight opening here if a treble 60. Can be found. 60, it's steady. It ticks the score down, but at 1-0 down, you are really wanting to get some big scores in. Just steady the hand.
40.
Yeah, 60s win matches in university darts. I'm sure you'd agree. Steady. If you stay steady, you can get down to a finish reasonably fast.
21.
Just some good support from the Lancaster crowd there.
60.
60 as well from Lancaster. Scores now 332 for Lancaster
28.
and 383. Lancaster's 1-0 up in legs in this race to 2 legs in the 8th match of the Open's first dart.
61.
For those who are familiar with Lancaster College darts, after Ben's 60, the Lonsdale chants have started from the faithful at the front. He was, in fact, flying without wings.
Well, I can't say I understand that, but...
85.
All I've heard is that some people may refer to a 60 as a college 180. Do you have that at Lancaster or no?
Not quite
64.
college 180. The college fans quite like a 26. The Lonnie lads like anything straight. They've got a chant for everything.
Fair enough, I respect the commitment.
81.
Well, Kirk Bevan's calling, a former college darts captain. I followed in his footsteps by captaining Derwent, so I'm very proud
24.
to meet him today for the first
105.
time. 105 for Lancaster now.
He's on the 20. No, he's not. He's at the 1. And he's not switched
39.
to the 18s.
I'm impressed you can see that, to be honest. I can't see much.
He's looking at 66, Ben, when he comes back,
28.
and he will.
Lancaster requires 66.
Because York are still away on 177. He's gone to the 10s. I think it's a 6. 20.
46.
Outside.
A big visit now would really put the pressure on from Will Clifford. Really piling up the pressure.
He really needs a big score here just to
35.
put anything in.
Lancaster require 20.
It does leave a finish. 142 is difficult, though.
Absolutely, it's hard stuff. It's hard stuff.
Game shot.
That's the game. I think that was a duo of 32 darters. I think that's the definition of steady.
Yeah, steady. 32 darters win matches. It's steady. Well,
it's that Ben just hitting a few Fortnite dances on the stage. He might be about 5 or 6 years too late there.
Well, maybe I had a dream a few years back as when I win darts at Roses, I'll do pop a cheeky Fortnite dance. Fair enough. Follow your dreams. You know what I mean?
Yes. We've got one more fixture coming up tonight, and for those of us joining, we're just closing out the back end of the Roses Darts Wands 2026, where the entirety of Roses was won just a few moments ago.
Absolutely. Scenes here in the Great Hall. One more match left. One more match. And for York, it is Daniel Crofty Croft.
Yeah, for Lancaster, it will be Edward Buvard Dominguez, EBD. Do not be surprised if this game has the loudest support from the Lancaster faithful, even though we're at only a sixth of what was here at 4-1, 3-1.
Very, very true. There should be good support from both sides. Final game, finish off the night. I must say, although I'm very excited for this match, I must admit, it doesn't quite compare to 2 years ago on this day when it was 4-4 and it was a deciding match. Don't sure if you were there for that or not.
Yes, I think nothing will compare to that, the decider from 2 years ago. Well, the comeback, I think, especially. I think he was Lancaster 4-3 down, if I was correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Louis and Matty still to play.
Yeah.
Obviously, Louis, as president and captain, doing what he does best. And then, obviously, as some of you may remember, Baker knocking in that 21 darter to win Roses.
Yeah, very, very, very strong darts there from Lancaster and York. It was a very close final leg with match darts from both teams, but Lancaster eventually taking the crown for the Open Ones 2 years back in 2024. And obviously a 6-3 victory for Lancaster in 2025. Were you there for that?
I was on
perfect.
the box for a lot of it.
Oh, brilliant.
I remember commentating the winning dart last year from Callum O'Day.
Oh, that's not a bad thing. That's not bad. I called it for the York's Open twos. I called the game shot for them to win the match. That was quite an exhilarating moment for me.
Yeah, it is always great calling those crucial moments. I know Callum was here today. I'm not sure if he's gone home now, though, because I think he might have been driving back to Manchester as he has graduated now.
Yeah, no signs of Callum O'Day, Victor from last year. But if you're just joining us now, we are here in the Great Hall, and we're just weighing on the final Roses Open Ones darts match. And if you're joining us on LA1 TV, Bellrig FM, YSTV or URY, we welcome you. Join this last match. Should be getting started in a few minutes now, and it will not disappoint. You tell me, Matt, that players, remind me the player's name again, I apologise.
Edward Buther Dominguez, EBD, as he's known at this uni.
Yeah, EBD, massive support from Lancaster then, do you predict?
I think he is possibly the fan favourite across all three teams.
Yeah, I know. Crofty, I'm going to call him Crofty, Daniel Croft. That's what we all call him, so you could do it as well. Crofty is so excited for this. He was buzzed. We got a train at 5:15 in the morning, and he was full of energy. We were all half asleep, nodding off, standing up, and he really brought the team together. Such a energetic fresher. He is an absolute asset to the club and the well-being and community champion for next year. But he's already raising everyone's spirits today. So he's already had a massive contribution to Rose today, and a win would top that off perfectly.
Yes, I believe it's a debut on the Roses stage for both players.
Yeah, it will be his first year student doing physics.
Third year. He is here next year. VP of LU Darts next year. He's got some big plans, especially with Triple Crown ranking events next year.
Yeah, very good stuff. Yeah, so is that the fellow that's often compared to Ed? Sorry, is it Ed?
Yes, Ed.
Yes. Yeah, so they often compared with our current vice president and next year's president, Dan Scott. We'll see how it is.
I think we're going to get started in a few minutes, considering we do know who the last two players are. I can see Kirk just here down on the down just below at the balcony, taking a few photos with some of the Roses Ace players. Leon getting his photo with Kirk.
Kirk absolutely loves posting on the Insta. He actually took a photo with Roses Darts, but I ended up on Kirk Bevans' Instagram story. Top 10 life achievements for me, if you ask me. Brilliant stuff.
Another really random one. If you remember Theo earlier in the live stream, who did some of the Roses Women's Bees, he's been walking around in a full suit and a Stephen Bunting hat. So when he had a little chat with Kirk earlier, Kirk took a photo of him and sent it to Stephen himself.
Oh, that is
showing he's one of his biggest fans.
That is really what you want when you're wearing a Stephen Bunting hat. Just a bit of approval from the Bullet. That is excellent. Kirk Bevan's a real fan fave, but even though he's York alumni, loved by both Lancastrians and Yorkshireans. But our master caller is ready to announce the final fixture of the night.
Yeah, last few photos here. Lucas, our stand-in master caller as Pavan. I think he was working sugar tonight, actually, so he's had to shoot off. So anyone heading out there later, we might see him on the door.
Well, respectable. I mean, both callers have done
Gather
an incredible
round,
job.
gather
Well,
round.
we just announced the final thing.
It's time for the last match of the evening.
But incredible
From York,
scenes here for the last match.
it's
Everyone's
Greg's
excited.
worst nightmare. Daniel Crofty Crow!
Oh, his Crofty is coming now with his amazing walk on. He is going to be energetic. He's going to be fun. He's going to be smiling. He told me he was going to hand out sausage rolls at the during his walk on. Is he? Oh, he's not. He's not stuck to his plans. Oh,
Get
it's
ready
beautiful.
for a massive roar from the
Last up
crowd.
for Lancaster.
As
How many
Lucas just
EBDs will we get
introduces.
to? It's a man we
Oh,
all
man.
dream of, a team of EBD!
Yeah, another walk on for the Lancaster player, and the Lancaster crowd is growing and growing. They all went to fist bump the EBD, as he's called. Oh, and he has the Mexican flag there, standing proud. Oh,
Yes.
that is-
He will be sporting his Mexican heritage. He might even play with the flag on. I wouldn't put it past him. He's not, sadly. He's put it on the table, grabbing his darts from his pocket. Probably not the best way to transport them onto
yeah,
the
absolutely.
stage.
Absolutely. If you remember 2 years ago, Lewis Norton from York, wrapping the Welsh bucket hat and the Welsh flag. You remember that?
I do not, sorry.
I'm sure if I showed you the video, it'll clock back the memory.
I
but
probably would, yeah. Now then, the sounds here might be getting drowned out as they all sing of how many teams of EBDs they'd love to have.
yeah, EBD versus DC, who will be victorious in this final match. Apologies for any language you may or may not be hearing at this moment.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little fun fact about Ed. In our college darts system in first year, he's in third year now.
York to
for a
throw
bit of context.
first.
He
Game
played
on.
all 16 fixtures. How many legs do you think he won across 16 fixtures?
21.
40.
One.
What? Oh.
One leg within 2 years. He's closing out a Roses Ones on a home stage.
Ah, okay.
He has opened up with a 3.
That
crowd
is-
are
that is
losing.
brilliant. That is strong, that's strong. If we're doing fun facts, Crofty actually had a nosebleed
80.
in front of Lewis Hamilton when he met him.
Oh, wow.
That
That
is,
is a very fun fact.
It's very fun indeed.
30.
The astrophysicist is starting off well.
40. York's last score was 30.
Yeah, we've got a mathematician versus an astrophysicist. They
Yeah.
might start comparing maths notes up there when someone
82.
goes for a dodgy route.
Little, no, to now, just a steady sesh, I'm hearing.
Yeah. You would assume that they'll know exactly what they're throwing at.
140.
140 there from EBD, rectifying the 3 that started the leg.
17.
Yeah, 17. Poor visit from Crofty, he'd like to make that up. But I'm sure he will find the counteracting visit.
71.
A good 71 there, leaving the 167 after 15 darts.
26. Lancaster
Oh,
go
26
167.
For Crofty, leaving 276 and 167 approached by EBD for Lancaster.
58.
58, breaks it down. 109, makeable finish that I think if he pops, the crowd's going to go absolutely mental.
72. Lancaster go on 109.
I'd love to see a ton plus, and the emotion in Kirk Bevan's calling game shot will be brilliant.
49.
He's broke it down. He has left himself single to double here, and he will be getting a look with York sat back on 206.
42. Lancaster requires 60.
And that's a finish left for Crofty. 164, massive finish. That would shake up the room if EBD can't check now.
20. York
And he
require
can't.
164.
It's very good counting to leave the 164 from 206. A bit tricky, especially if you do miss a big single.
Exactly.
98. Lancaster
Serious
require 40.
darts from Daniel Crofty Croft, leaving 66 from 164.
24. York, you require 66.
Apologies, just if you hear the chanting from the Lancaster supporters.
Apologies again for any language.
27. Lancaster
27
requires
scored
16.
from Daniel Croft to the 39. Double 8 for EBD now.
I think he slipped into the 11 first start. 11,
that's
possibly
unlucky.
treble 3, double 1.
14.
Well,
Yes.
I assume
39.
Crofty will go for a 7 now for...
No score.
Is that an unlucky 57?
Lancaster
That
He
is
wants to hit a
tough.
big 57 there. 2 for Ed. 1 up, 1 in, he'll be thinking.
It's on the first leg.
straight in.
Lancaster. Second leg, Lancaster to throw first. Game on.
Apologies for any language you
41.
may be hearing. 41 from Lancaster to leave 460, and Daniel Croft starting the leg with Lancaster trailing.
23.
Sorry, York trailing 1-0 down in the final singles match of the
80.
Open Ones darts here at the Great Hall at Lancaster University.
Ed firing one into tops. No apology, just shrugs his shoulders at the crowd.
42.
42 scored there from Crofty, some steady darts. This leg
58.
This leg is pivotal. It could be the last leg of the night. Crofty will
41.
not want it to be the last leg of the night, but EBD may think differently.
Yeah, I think EBD can feel his throat getting a bit
57.
parched. At 7-1, 1-0, he will be looking at pints on the captain, Archie. 8-1 win is what he's got in his mind.
39.
Absolutely. 265 for Lancaster. Go 19 to try, leave 170 from 95. There's nothing else you can do.
100.
I think he slipped into the treble 7 there. He's not able to leave a finish.
That's unlucky.
99.
Good darts there from Crofty to leave 257. But EBD on a bogey number, trying to take a chunk off now.
57.
Yeah, he's broken it down quite well there. 57 to leave 108. Many, many, many routes he could go here. 19s for 32.
48.
18s for 18s. 20s for potentially double 14.
I'd go 19s in my case.
92.
Yeah, 92 for Lancaster, leaving 16. Daniel Croft on 209. If this match darts goes for EBD, it is game
50.
shot and the
Lancaster
match
requires
and the
16.
fixture is over.
Yeah, York leaving a bogey number.
Game
So
shot.
Ed, as he just takes it out, had 6 starts to it. He's managed to do it. Hair's coming out. Get ready for a cartwheel. Oy.
Oh, an incredible cartwheel there for EBD to celebrate the victory. Unfortunate loss there from Daniel Croft, but he's cartwheeling again. He can't get enough of it. He is loving his time on stage. So that now concludes the Open Ones dart. Another cartwheel on the stage from EBD. Will we have a fourth? I'm not sure. But what have you made of the fixture, Ones fixture tonight?
It feels, looking at it at the end, it looks one-sided. I don't think it was as one-sided as the scoreline suggests. There were some good performances from York, even though they didn't win.
Yeah, valiant effort from all the York players and extremely good darts from both teams. But today, Lancaster is on top in the Open Ones darts today. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I've been Evan, and
Yeah, I've been Matthew. Thank you for listening. And what